Listen, did you know, do you like my southern drawl, David? That is exactly how Justin Nunley starts off all of his reels on TikTok and Instagram, and he is hysterical. I had such a blast today right here in my daughter's condo in Nashville, sitting down with Nunley, and we talked about everything. Yes, how he got into comedy, how quickly he went viral, how being in the military changed him in every way over the last 20 years. He literally just retired from the Air Force. What else did we talk about? Oh, my daughter Quinn came out in the middle of the entire conversation. A little cranky at first because she was just waking up, and then we continued with a very long, detailed conversation about tattoos and piercings and everything else. So this convo with Justin Nunley was awesome. He got me off track. I'm a little bit annoyed. Usually I know what I'm doing, and we ping-ponged. I think you'll enjoy it as much as I did, though. Justin Nunley on this episode of The Sage Steele Show. So I'm definitely going to get canceled off of this podcast. Hey, and it's fine. Let's go. That should be our goal today.
You're a pro at this.
I'm a pro at getting canceled.
Yeah, you're a pro at this stage.
I have mastered it, but never with, someone sitting next to me who's got camo pants. Like, those are legit. They're not, they're camouflage, but it's like they're fall.
Do you like this pattern?
I like it because of the rust-colored leaves.
Yeah, I was with Gary LaVox last year, and I had a pair of these. It was a different. They dropped a new pattern. This is the new pattern. And like Gary's a big hunter. You know Gary,
yes.
Lead singer Rascal Flatts.
Rascal Flatts.
And he said, Nunley, I like those. I like that camo, And I said, man, I appreciate it. He said, what pattern is that? And I said, it's American Eagle. And he was like, you fucking yuppie.
I love it. It's not American Eagle.
Can I say on your show?
Yes.
Okay.
I enjoy it.
That's your favorite cuss word?
Let me rephrase. Okay. My mom... My mom
Sage
watches
cusses
this.
like a sailor. Where's my camera? Is that my camera? Sage cusses, in case you didn't know.
I do. Okay.
She's very polished on camera.
I say it in a classy way. I don't
think there's any classy way to say that.
I think there is. I think I can attempt it. I have a sign in my office, or when I used to have an office, because now I don't have a house, just have a condo.
Yeah,
and it says,
that'll happen.
It says, I love Jesus, but I cuss a little.
Yeah.
And I think it's perfect.
I've always said, right, because when people get on to you, I've went to church ever since I was conceived,
But the visual on that is...
Yeah, I don't want to visualize it either. But, so I've been Church of Christ ever since I was conceived, right? And I've always gotten... Because what you see with me is what you get.
Yes,
I am the same person.
which is why I love you.
Yes. Whatever you see online is what you get in real life, right? It's just... You don't know what's coming, But I've always said, I catch a little flack for, some of my use of words.
Yes.
And I've always said, is there a national cuss word review board, hosted by the church that I'm not privy to? Because what are these words that we've just made up and we're like, man, you can't say that. It's kind of like the FCC rules, right? Mm-hmm. Like there's certain words you can say. You know more about this than I do, but it's absolutely wild. Like, you can say ass.
Yeah.
But you can't say asshole.
Yes.
Why?
Yes. Great question. When I was at ESPN, it depended on the show. Like, they would bleep some things, some words, damn. They would bleep damn. And then on the later shows, I guess they figure, time of day matters. And then you've got older people, less kids are watching the 11 p.m. Sports Center.
We got the evangelicals watching. We got to bleep that damn out of there,
It's hysterical, though. Yeah. But then it would evolve based on which producer I had or which boss. And it's like, well, is it bad or not? I didn't say the F word until I got into college. Because I thought it was like evil. Mm-hmm. I did.
Oh, it is, Sage. I can't believe you talk like that.
The word is evil or well, never mind.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't
think. I just say what you want to say. Do I get to pick?
Which pattern? I feel like what will clash the most, is it polka dots that would clash the most? Or either way.
Yeah,
I
then
had
then give me the polka dots. If
I
that
had a
clashes.
nice black pair over there, and I was like, no, you're lucky I didn't bring pink polka dots for you
I'm putting
today.
socks over socks. I feel like I'm in the military again.
Again,
Right,
exactly.
because you have to put, when you do your chemical training, your sea burning training, you have to put, rubber boots over top of your boots,
That's hot.
I don't know what we're doing here. Is this a thing?
It is. Dude, you don't feel comfortable right now?
Yeah. I do.
Okay, it's just
I feel cozy.
It's just a comfort thing.
Yeah, this is just you trying to this is you trying to get your guest off their high horse.
Forget that there's cameras. It's just you and me.
You can't be on no high horse wearing this shit.
No, you can't.
No,
listen, the very first. Listen, did you hear me? Oh my gosh, Justin Nunley. I just
listen.
We talked about this when I was on your show the other day, where Dana White was the first show that I ever did. Late March of 24, and he came in with, I think it was a black leather jacket. And camouflage pants, not the American Eagle, more traditional camouflage pants.
I mean, we need to talk about somebody wearing a black leather jacket in Vegas.
It wasn't in Vegas. It was in LA. He flew in from Vegas to do the show.
It's still hot.
But it's a look. It looked good. Yeah. But it doesn't matter how we feel. It's how we look.
Can we talk about that real quick?
And he put on pink fuzzy socks with his camo.
I like it.
Because he
wore camo pants too.
Yes,
were his American Eagle pattern?
No.
Which ones were he wearing?
What's the fanciest kind of camo you could buy?
I mean, there's a lot out there. I mean, you got Realtree, you got Mossy Oak, you got Muck.
Muck.
Yeah.
You have to say it like that. Muck.
I think Muck is a camo pattern. Yeah, they've got camo.
Really?
Yeah.
I like them. I like camo. I have camo. 2 pairs of camo pants myself.
Of course
but he
you do.
wore pink fuzzy socks with his camo. I'm just saying. You're welcome.
That's the Dana White interview. I'm kind of upset with him, and I do have a bone to pick on your behalf. Did you ever find out what Joe Rogan's dream is? Because he never answered.
Need you people laughing.
He never answered the damn question.
No.
What is Joe Rogan's dream? We don't know. You know what? Me and you can go to BNA. We could fly.
Nashville Airport.
Yes.
Okay.
We were sitting on an airplane the other day, and somebody said, I was flying out of here. They said, what is BNA? What does it stand for? And I, just off the cuff, I was like, it's got to be broader Nashville area. Has to be.
Has to.
Right, but it's not.
What is it?
Somebody's going to have to look that up because I don't even remember. But I petitioned that we name BNA broader Nashville area. That makes sense.
That was a beautiful segue from what's Joe Rogan's dream.
What is his dream? Do you know? Did you ever find out?
I didn't find out what Dana White's dream was either. That was the intent of the question. No, because I was sweating when I said it because I didn't even realize it. No.
What is it? It's named after like a general or something, right?
Berryfield, Nashville, in honor of Colonel Harry S. Berry.
Okay, a colonel, not a general. He should have done better. He could have got promoted.
Yeah, slacker.
Yeah, what a slacker.
Yeah, no.
No,
BNA.
so we could go to BNA. And we could fly to Austin today, and we could go ask Joe Rogan, what is your dream?
Do you have a contact with Joe Rogan?
Yes, we can get in touch with him.
Do you think he would sit down and do my show if I called him Dana? Actually, on Dana's birthday, Joe posted a picture of, what was it? He posted a picture of himself saying happy birthday to me, something like that, basically mocking the whole thing.
That's funny.
Like, it won't go away.
It's funny.
It is.
You know what? It was genius on your part. To a lot of people, and as polished as you are, or the world you come from, right, is that like, we don't air mistakes.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the fact you did that, and I was like, oh, Sage has a podcast. It was genius because it went viral. It still is going viral. People still post it all the time.
Dana still sends it to me, and he's like, here's another one with 32 million views. I'm like, great, I'm an idiot.
No, but it's genius marketing. Like, that is marketing. You could have played it off like, oh, no, we're trying to get that viral moment so we can let the world know that Sage still has a podcast.
Since it was the first one, too, it was like, no. Because of my history and network television and everything has to be like this. Mm-hmm. But I was like, if you can't laugh at yourself, then what is that existence?
How are you going to laugh at somebody else?
Right. And so you're damn right I left that in. And Dana, it was actually super cool because I'm the one that booked him. I have been friends with him. So it's not like I didn't know who he was. For people like, she did at the end of the interview. She thought she was interviewing Joe Rogan the whole time. No, I obviously knew him. But
they have been around each other for so long, they're starting to look alike. It's like women's periods syncing up. You know?
That is too far. But that's true too.
It is, yeah.
It is true too. How many? Do you have daughters?
No.
Exactly. You have a wife, I guess. Did you have sisters?
Yes. One.
So you knew all that you needed to know about that synchronization.
No, I just stayed away from that. No.
Do you actually sync up?
Yeah.
Why?
Does one fall behind or one speed up to catch the other? How
It
does this
depends. I know. It's like, wait a minute. Why am I the one falling behind?
Yeah.
Why do you
Yeah.
get to speed up? Actually, that's the worst. You don't want to speed up. In college.
Why?
In college, because you don't want it to come. It's a terrible part of the month. Listen, I'm too old. I don't have that anymore. It's fine. It's done.
Oh, really?
I'm too old. That's the beauty of aging, ladies and gentlemen.
Hormone replacement therapy, is that what you're doing now? I don't know nothing about this. And if I ask something super inappropriate where you're like, you are not supposed to ask women that, you just tell me. Like, you do not ask a woman that.
I am not afraid. Go
No?
ahead. Since you had a sister and then no daughters, I know you're a little out of practice.
Yeah.
It's okay.
The most I know about that era is
Era? It's not an era.
That era of
Area?
No,
Of life?
that era of being a living, breathing, female
Woman?
Yeah, is that the infomercials. If you've had a vaginal mesh fall out, and I'm like, do you know what commercial I'm talking about? I'm like, what in the hell is a vaginal mesh, and why are they falling out in rapid numbers? So then you have to go do research, and then you learn all you wanted to know and some you didn't want to know.
I don't know anything about that.
No. Well, I can educate you later. Somebody bring a whiteboard and I'll draw a picture.
No, I'm good. Actually,
apparently there's a lawyer that specializes in
when they fall out.
Yeah, vaginal meshes. Yeah.
I don't understand what the mesh is. Never mind. This is for the Patreon channel after. This is the conversation after because
my goal is to make the whole episode Patreon
completely inappropriate. It's completely inappropriate. No, and I remember being in my college dorm as a freshman, and our floor was all girl. I was a co-ed dorm, and every floor would rotate, so guy, girl, guy, girl. So it was all girls, and literally all of a sudden we are all on the exact same cycle.
Okay, we're back to cycles, not meshes. I was like,
Yeah.
Did somebody have a mesh in college?
I don't even know what that is.
I think it's to keep your insides from falling out.
Maybe after childbirth or something?
Yeah, like yeah. Well, when you get older, I think gravity starts taking hold, and it's just that gravitational pull has pulled for so long that we got to staple a mesh up there.
Keep it in.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's like the
gross.
screen door to keep the
Do you
flies
understand?
out.
This is what. Okay.
Well, it's just yeah.
This is why you guys have life so much easier than us. You deal with nothing. Nothing.
What? Have you ever heard of prostate cancer?
I've heard of it, but that's and my dad has it. However,
Does he really?
Yes. However,
Yeah.
that most men end up with it. Don't die from it, but almost every man ends up with prostate cancer.
Listen, did you know that Sage Steele's father was the first black varsity player at West Point football? Well, now you do. Sorry.
You got it right this
Let's
time.
go. Come on.
Good job. I'm so impressed. What were we talking about that was so important before he
Why
dropped
you
us?
guys sync up?
Why
Am I good at getting you off topic?
Yeah, it's kind of pissing me off.
Let's go. You're a professional, Sage.
I know. Allegedly, they thought I was. And now it's poof, be gone.
Yeah.
It is, last thing, it is crazy how much we have to deal with from preteen years all the way through down there, here, putting up with you guys in general.
Yeah.
Like every part of being a woman, the hormone replacement therapy. You guys are also allowed to get fat and bald as you get older. You're lucky you're not getting bald. You look like you're in pretty good shape. But at the end of the day, like we don't
Did she just call me fat? You look like you've been eating good, boy.
That's not what I said. That's not
I
what
have.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, here in BNA.
I just retired. We good. I don't have to run anymore. Don't have to run anymore.
Okay, so this is what people, I don't think I mean, a lot of people who know you, love you, know about your military background, but it is a recent retirement,
Yeah, I just retired like 2 weeks ago.
which is insane.
Which I've been doing 6 months of Skill Bridge, which is like a program that helps military members transition.
Skill bridge.
Not like that.
Okay.
Like
Is there something we
transition
haven't-
out of the military. Because when you've been in the military for so long, even like 4 or 6 years, 10 years, or 20 years, it's hard to go from, military life, working in the military, to civilian.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's a different world out
Completely.
there. It's wild.
Yes.
Like people be getting fired. You don't see that in the military. Like if you get fired in the military, like it involves like a court martial or like
It's
you
a whole
getting,
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But like you show up to work and you're like, where's Joe at? Oh, he got fired. Huh? Like he just don't have a job no more? Like it's wild to me.
Yeah.
Right? You hear people getting fired. And I'm not stupid. I know what firing is, right?
Sure.
But you just don't see it. You don't see it for 20 years and you're like, hey, how'd that person go? Did the rapture happen?
The rapture. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but it is true. It's a completely different world. But how were you, because you were in for how many years?
20.
20 years.
Mm-hmm.
How have you been doing this with that?
I don't know. No sleep and Adderall.
That is not a healthy combination.
It's not, but it's worked.
Do you drink?
No, I don't.
No alcohol.
No. Now I will. I will drink. Everyone. I drank 2 beers last night.
Oh.
And that's the first time I've drank in probably 6 months.
How'd it go?
Oh, fine. I just drank a couple beers.
So
just
it
hanging
didn't,
out.
because you don't drink anymore.
Hanging
it
out
didn't,
at
like,
Riley Green's Duck Blind.
I mean, you have to drink beer when you're at Riley
Yeah,
Green's,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
By the way, being over there, I started to talk like you, Riley Green. Like
Riley
if I
Green?
hung out with you within a week,
Oh, Riley's from Jacksonville, Alabama. He's an Alabama boy.
not Florida.
Nope.
Alabama.
Nope. Did you know that Duval County is the largest county
In America.
yeah, it's wild.
Duval.
Duval.
It's actually, my
How's
parents
he
live in
doing?
Jacksonville.
How's he doing?
Who?
The Duval guy.
Who is
the
that?
coach, the one that they hired in the off season.
Oh, I'm like, does he say it like that?
Yes, that's the whole meme when he did his first press
I just
conference.
know everyone from down there says Duval at the stadium.
Have you not seen the meme of him?
No.
Oh, his first press conference, it is like the
I
creepiest.
did see
He's
that.
like, Duval. And it's like, bro.
Can we not
need
do
to
it
calm
like
down,
that?
brother.
I forgot about that. Yeah, can we not do
Yeah.
it like that? Listen, I don't know. That team, I feel like I want them to do well because of Trevor. Like, I really think he's a good kid. He seems,
I like him now that he's not in college.
I was going to say,
Yeah,
you
Roll
were
Tide.
being
Yeah, it was
hateful
tough.
and petty
Yeah,
back then,
it was
weren't
tough. It was tough.
you? So you're a Jaguars fan?
No, I'm a Bills fan.
Naturally, being from the South,
Yeah,
Bills fan.
Yeah, yeah. Well, in growing up, when I grew up, I grew up in North Alabama, right? The Saints sucked.
Yeah.
The Falcons sucked.
Yeah.
The Oilers were still in Houston,
Yeah.
right? So the next option is the Cowboys, right? That's America's team.
Mm-hmm.
I've always kind of tended to cut against the grain a little bit.
Yeah, a
right?
little bit.
Now there was a couple years there that I was young and impressionable. There was a couple years I cut against the grain and I was pulling for the boys.
Like the Aikman years?
Yeah, but I'd say halfway through the Four Falls of Buffalo, right? I decided I love the Bills. I love Jim Kelly. I love Thurman Thomas, right?
Yeah.
Had a big Bills clock in my room.
Really?
Yeah. That we ordered off like East Bay or something back in the day out of the catalogs.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking
that
about?
came in the mail.
Yeah,
Yep. You guys don't understand those.
Oh, I
days.
loved
Okay.
those magazines, right? So I ordered me, I asked for it for Christmas one year. I want a Bills clock. It's like a pennant clock,
Yeah.
So fast forward, I grew up in Alabama, like I said. We don't care about the NFL.
Yeah, no, it's all
college
college.
football is a religion, and you're either War Eagle or Roll Tide, and I chose to be a winner in life. Roll Tide. I named my oldest son after Bear Bryant, Yeah, Bryant. And his middle name is Thomas, after Frank Thomas, who won national championships at Alabama in the 30s. But anyways, so, Blake, my youngest comes along, and he loves football. Like this kid, he's like a spitting image of me. Not looks. Does not look like me at all.
He doesn't.
He acts like me.
Okay.
And he is wild. You don't know what's,
Really?
and his comedic timing is like
Really?
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Every professional comedian I've ever been around, where Blake's around, they always look at me and they're like, "That's the one."
Are you serious?
That's the one.
Do you think he knows it? Does he understand kind of his talent?
Yeah. Oh,
really?
Yeah, he gets it. Yeah.
Oh, that's
I've
cool.
had to. I'm like, hey man, you can't say that, brother. You can't say that. Like even me, I'm like, dog.
Give me an example.
I can't say that. Sage, what are we doing here?
I just tried.
But no,
See, right?
no. So he loves football, right? And he loves Stephon Diggs. Loves
Yeah.
Stephon Diggs.
Did you hear Stefan's news?
No.
He's gonna be a daddy with Cardi B.
Shut up. Hey. He got in that walk.
No.
You set it up, Sage. I can't help it. If you put the ball on the tee, I'm going to hit it. You know. So we go to. He turns into a huge Buffalo fan because he loves Stephon Diggs.
Yeah.
Right. And I take him up to Buffalo for the championship game. Not
The AFC Championship game?
I think was it the AFC Championship game?
This past year or year before?
No, year before, where it was
Yeah.
in Buffalo.
That was the crazy
and it was
one.
snowing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tyler Bass missed the field goal
Yes.
that would have. So I get really good tickets. Actually, I bought 4 tickets, right? Because we're from Florida, okay? And I had already bought us tickets. I asked Blake, I said, where do you want to sit, right? Because if you're going to Buffalo, normally I'll try to like find somebody, hey, can we get in suite with you, just so we can enjoy the game. You know what I'm saying? You go to Buffalo, you got to go get in the madness. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah.
Plus, you want him to feel that, don't
Yes,
you?
100%.
Yeah.
So it was so
I
cold.
was going to say it's freaking cold.
Oh my God! They was paying fans to come shovel snow 2
It was
days
after
prior.
that big blizzard.
There was snow
Yes.
everywhere.
Oh my
It was
gosh.
Blake's first experience with snow while we're up in Buffalo. Me and him had a blast. It was just me and him, right?
That's
we're on an
cool.
adventure. We go to all the wing spots in Buffalo. We had snow fights and everything. Had a blast, right? It's the night before the game, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, I bought tickets for right in the corner where we knew that the players were going to come out. That's where
Yes,
he wanted
near
to
the
sit. He was like,
tunnel.
I want to sit right there, right? And I was like, okay, there's no heaters there, right? We're from Florida. This kid has never seen snow before. Now, we have went and, when we got to Buffalo, we got snow boots, everything.
Yes.
Like, I understand how to layer up and everything.
Yes.
I've been through the military training,
Yes.
so we don't die. So we go and we purchase, because you can't get cold weather gear in Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, that ain't happening. So I wait till I get up there and I buy a bunch of stuff. And the night before, I'm like, I don't want him to get hypothermia or frostbite. So I bought 2 extra tickets up in the section that has heaters above you, right? I'm trying to be a good dad here. You know what I'm saying?
It's so bougie.
Yeah, it is. It is. So I had 4 tickets.
4 tickets for 2 people.
4
just
tickets
because.
for 2 people. And
Yeah.
we know. I even
That's when
asked
you know
him-
you've made it.
Yeah. I even asked him a couple times, I'm like, do you want to go up there? Are you good? Right. And he's like, I'm not leaving. Right. So that was a really cool
That's
experience for me and him.
awesome.
The Bills found out we were there and they asked me if we wanted
No
to come on the
way.
field after the game
No
and play
way.
catch. He played catch with Stephon Diggs prior to the game.
No way.
Yeah. Stephon just came over there and started
Oh,
throwing
that
him
is
the ball.
so
yeah.
cool.
It was a really cool.
Wow.
I'm a Bills fan for life.
Now you are. Now he is.
Yeah, well, and Josh Allen's favorite wings, Double Dub's wings out of Cheyenne, Wyoming,
Yeah.
was there. They was catering an event that I got invited to. Best wings I've ever had. Shout out Double Dub. Yeah.
That is so cool.
I'm
What
not
a,
a
what
Jacksonville
a, what
fan.
a what an experience with father son.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe it's the first time he saw snow, and he saw real deal snow.
Yeah, and you know what's
Not
crazy?
like
Y'all got a
Midwest
house
snow.
down there. We've talked about that.
Yeah.
Y'all got a house down there on 38. Can't hide money, but
It's not my money. Well,
It's Steve's money.
Well, wait, Steve. He called. I'm on his show the other day for, I don't know, an hour and a half total, whatever it was. And Dave, my husband, was sitting right behind the camera, and Justin kept saying, Steve this, Steve that. And I was like, maybe I didn't meet another member
Who
of
the
his
hell's
staff.
Steve?
I kept looking, and all I saw was Dave and Asian Andy
yeah.
and Eric.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
it. And I was like, and finally, Dave's like, it's Dave, not Steve. And Justin's
Well, it
like,
was after the show he did it.
It was after
he
the
waited
show.
until like the after hours was fixing to start, and he's like, "It's Dave," and I was like, "Oh my God, why would you not say this the first time?"
I think he thought you were talking to someone else too at first.
Oh,
It's hysterical.
yeah. I
It's
felt
hysterical.
horrible about it because
No,
he's a
fine.
great dude.
Anyway, I guess now that I'm married, is the house mine too?
Yeah. Well,
It's all mine.
Well, I mean,
Half
depends.
is mine.
Did you sign a prenup?
So, segue.
Yeah. That's not a segue, Sage.
I'm
You
getting
called
out.
me out for that.
I'm getting out.
You called me out.
That's because your segue sucked the other day.
I know. Well, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I went through life not knowing what I'm doing.
That's not true. Oh, that is so not true.
I have no clue.
You are slick. Speaking of slick,
Yeah.
are you sure you don't dye your hair?
I do not. I have never dyed my. I did one time. I dyed my hair one time in high school. I bleached it. Okay, and yeah, it's horrible. I'll send you that picture too, so
Please.
y'all can laugh at it. And I frosted the tips one time.
Of course
okay,
you
yeah,
did.
yeah. This was back
In
this
the
was back
90s.
well, it was early 2000s. We're talking
Oh.
like 2001, 2002.
That's right. You're a good decade behind me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Still young. You know?
He's a baby.
Yeah, but no.
So where you have it shaved on the sides, some silver's coming through. That's cool.
Well, I mean, if you
have a
look at
couple
my
of-
hair, like if you get close to it, I'll let you look at it so you can confirm on camera. There's grays in there. It's just I have very thick hair.
You have
right?
amazing hair.
Thank you.
You're
You do
lucky.
too. I love your hair. I've always loved your hair.
Really?
Oh, your hair is phenomenal. Like, well, you're not the I hate to say stereotypical, but like you're not the every other person on TV, female on TV, woman on TV. They've got this straight, just perfect.
Perfect.
And
is
you're
the
just
opposite.
like.
Did you hear when I
love
got in a lot of, and like one of my first controversies had to do with my hair? Live TV. By the way, the beard though, I think that's why I was asking, because the beard
Look,
has
Sage, I
it's
can't
real
help
deal
how I'm
silver.
aging.
I
did try
love
to-
it. I thought it was intentional though, and I love it.
I
Keep
did
it.
try. I did try to dye my beard like earlier this year. Look, I go to a lady and I love her to death, and she said, I said, can we do something about this, right? That way it matches, right? I want it to match. So I mean, if this was gray, I would just let it go.
Yeah.
That way, I could be the silver fox.
Heck yeah.
But she said, "Oh yeah, I've got this thing. I've got this brand. I'm not getting paid by them, so I'm not going to tell you what it is." But she said it's a demi-permanent. So what does that mean? She's like, "Well, it washes out." Well, you're thinking what I'm thinking. If I don't like it,
Just wash it out.
Yeah, to wash out here in like 6 weeks. They shit don't wash out.
Do you have a picture of it? I want a picture of that too.
Yeah, we'll overlay
Black.
that. Yeah, it was bad. I looked like I was trying to be Amish. I was trying to be a Mennonite.
Yeah, no, but not everybody can rock what you're rocking, and it looks great.
Mm-hmm.
I was live on
Do you like
Sports
the
Center.
mullet?
Do I like the mullet?
Yeah, let's put you on the spot here. Let's see how honest Sage really is. Do you like the mullet look?
I like that you have enough hair to do a mullet.
She's like, I like your confidence.
I like that you like it.
Yeah, I love it. I've never been able to grow hair long. I've
That's
been in
as
the
long
military
as
for
it's
20
gotten?
years. Yeah, this is the longest my hair has ever been in my life.
What do you think that's about?
What do you mean?
Like, why?
Well, I've
Your
been in the
beard can, not that why have you been in the military? Why can't you grow it long? This is.
Oh, I can.
Oh, you're saying
now.
you physically can. It's just that you weren't allowed to.
Yeah, I was in
But
the,
they
I
would
didn't
let you
have
have
cancer or
this.
anything. Yeah. I wasn't going through chemo treatments or nothing. They wouldn't let me. I don't know. Ask Pete
Well, you
Hegseth.
said I couldn't.
Yeah.
Whatever. You said I couldn't. I was like, what's wrong? Do you need some like vitamins? Like
Yeah,
we can help
no.
you with that. That's
No.
not what you meant.
I probably need to take vitamins.
You probably do HRT.
No, that we take TRT. I know. And I learned the other day that women take testosterone replacement therapy as well.
Some, apparently.
Yeah.
I don't.
No?
Not yet. Should
I'll
I
put you
consider
in
that?
contact with a feller.
Yeah,
His name's Victor Conti.
Oh, great.
No.
That sounds great. That sounds
Shout
great.
out to Balfour.
Dang.
Not Balfour. That's the ring company.
Yes.
It was.
Well, Conte is the whole, like, with A-Rod and all that, right?
Yeah, I go more towards Jose Canseco.
Jose Canseco, who, by the way, when I worked in Tampa.
It's not Balfour. What is it?
I don't know. You're asking me to use that old sports brain again. When I worked in Tampa, I covered the Tampa Bay Devil Rays when they were still the Devil Rays.
Oh, yeah.
Which
was way better uniforms.
They were great uniforms.
Why not bring that
With
back?
Jose Canseco
I
on
loved
that
it.
squad.
I loved Jose Canseco.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You talk about a character. And when he came on, that team was Jose Canseco.
That was the first book I ever read in my life.
Jose's book?
Yeah, Juiced. I
Really?
had never read a book in my life.
Well,
And
that's a lie.
No. I'm talking like sit down, read a book, cover to cover.
Juiced was the first one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sad.
No, it's a great book.
That Jose Canseco's book was the
Shout
first
out
one.
to Jose. I mean, he
Jose.
tells a lot in that book,
He
talking about
does. No,
Rafael
you're right.
Palmeiro and everything. You know?
Yep. No, you're right. He does.
And I'm a baseball guy. Love baseball.
So that team then, if you remember, this is 98, 99 Devil Rays.
Mm-hmm.
Jose Canseco, Wade Boggs.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the guy that came? Greg Vaughn, who came down from the Cincinnati Reds.
I don't remember Greg Vaughn.
You don't?
No.
Little guy, a stocky guy that he could hit. Larry Rothschild was the manager, who was not the friendliest lad.
Was he not?
Ew, no. I'm
She
trying
said,
to think. Like it was such a crazy squad that they just threw together because there was an expansion team. I think '98 was their first season, and to bring Canseco and Boggs in at Tropicana Field, it was hysterical.
Well, the uniforms, I really wish that they would
the
go back
Stingray.
to the Devil Rays. Like the uniforms were fire. Well, it's just like the Marlins. I
Yeah.
hate the Marlins' new logo. Bring back I'm a Braves fan.
Yes.
Bring back the teal
I
and the
know.
black with the Marlin and the.
I know.
It is the best uniform. What
I
are we doing
know.
here?
They
new
mess
logo.
with stuff.
Well, their new logo looks like the Mexican soccer team, or something. I mean, it really does.
I know. But now though it's interesting because they got rid of the Devil and Devil Rays years ago.
Why did they do that? Was it just a rebranding?
I feel like people were disturbed by.
It's called the Devil Ray.
That's what it is. Exactly.
What are we doing?
Exactly. But I think that and I wish I had thought more about it at the time. Now, there's no way that's getting back in.
You don't think
Double, just all the connotations. You know what I mean?
so? I don't know.
Tell-
Well, it's a Devil Ray.
Exactly. That's what
the
it
name
is.
That's the name of the fish.
Exactly. Is it a fish? Is it ray a
Hell,
fish?
it swims.
It's
a fish
Is
enough
it
for
a?
me.
It's not a mammal. Like what's a? Can we look that up?
A
What-
whale's a mammal, ain't it?
Is a devil ray a? Yeah.
Is it
It's
a
not
porpoise?
just a fish.
Is it a porpoise?
That's like a dolphin.
yeah. I
right.
mean, I think that's your only two options: fish and
Th-
porpoise.
This should be a did you know? You don't know this. I'm shocked.
It is a stingray.
Yes. See, these are important facts. Get it. Get it.
You got to stay on her for that one.
Get it. Get it.
You know what? I'm just going to put a lip pillow in. That's what I'm going to do. Do you want a lip pillow?
Oh my God.
Would you like one, Sage?
What?
You'll never know I have it. Watch this.
Why do we? Because you're addicted to nicotine.
I am, but nicotine, is a. There's been. Do you want?
Yeah.
You want one?
No, I'm afraid.
I had to wear your socks.
What will that do to me? It'll give me a buzz.
Get you high.
It may make you a little lightheaded.
Oh no.
You may like it.
No.
I'm not trying to get Sage still addicted to nicotine today.
No. Okay, I told you this the other day. I have never smoked a cigarette in my life.
I'm not going to be the one to make you do something.
I
like
have
this,
never touched any kind of
He's
nicotine.
like, please do this,
No, I have never
peer
smoked
pressure.
anything.
which is wild to me.
Anything. Yeah, cigarettes,
You
marijuana.
look like you would have smoked some weed back.
What
in
does
the
that
day.
mean?
Yeah. I mean, well, you've said it. You're 10 years my elder.
11.
11 years
Wait,
my
how old are you? 42?
41.
41. Dang, 11. Yeah.
11 years
Yeah.
my elder, right?
That sucks.
And I've heard stories.
About what?
I know what y'all used to do back in the day.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I grew up in the 90s. You grew up in the 80s. That cocaine was good,
I,
from what I hear.
that's true.
Allegedly.
From what? Allegedly, yes. The other day on his show, they asked me if there was one drug that I,
You answered
there's
correctly.
like no fallout, no nothing. Right? Like just one time. What would be the one drug?
And you
would take?
answered it perfectly, because it was the answer that I had gave earlier when we were sitting out there at the tables before you even got there.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Well, it's got to be good. It's heroin. It has to be good. It will make a straight man do gay things for it.
What?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Why?
That's all going over my head. Please break it down for me, Justin.
It'll make a straight man suck a dick.
No.
You made me say it. I wasn't going to say it. I was trying to keep it classy, Sage. But you know what though is homeless drug addicts always find a way. That's the thing, right? How do they find a way? Because they get on that grind, right? You need to grind like a homeless drug addict. in your everyday life? Not to find drugs, but just to pursue your goals.
I don't know what to do with that one. He got me. I don't like this. This is a role reversal. He's completely getting me off my game.
That's what I've done it my whole life.
I know.
That's why
How?
That's how my desk always stayed out in the hallway.
When you were in grade school,
Yeah.
they kick you out.
Yeah.
So would you mess with teachers? Do you remember one in particular? Who was the teacher?
Miss Center.
Sinner? She was a sinner?
Miss Center.
Oh, Center.
Center. And I would bring up the fact that her husband was a drug dealer. He was a pharmacist, but she hated that.
What grade were you in?
I think that was 11th grade.
Okay.
Maybe 10th.
And so you would say in class, she'd call on you and you didn't want to answer.
Center's husband's a drug dealer. It's true. You can't get that's.
And all the
facts,
kids crack up.
I mean, how much trouble can you get in for speaking truth?
It's true,
Yeah,
right?
He deals in drugs.
And so everybody would crack up.
Mm-hmm. I would never do anything big. I would get suspended. I would get sent to the principal's office a lot. I would get a lot of paddlings. They got to where they would send me to Smitty. Now I love Mr. Smith. Right? Here's. Yeah, Smitty won't give a shit. He don't have the internet. I went and seen him the other day. He didn't even know about what I had going on. Right?
Are you serious?
Yeah. So Smitty, it got to where they would just send me to Smitty. He was the ag teacher, right? And he would either sit me down and try to talk to me and talk reason with me, right? Why are you acting like this? I'm trying to get a laugh.
Yeah.
Or he would paddle me, and the way he would paddle you is that he'd warm you up. He'd take that paddle and he'd sit there and just tap it on you about 20 times and then rear back. Ow.
Is this
And
like
then-
a Catholic school?
No, just a
Public school?
Yeah, just public
They
school.
paddled you in public
Here's the funny
school
thing. Yeah.
in Alabama?
Oh yeah, and it was good. It
felt good?
No, I'm not into that kind of thing. My safe word is harder. No, Smitty. Me and my dad got talking about this the other day. Smitty, whenever he was one of the last ones, like from the old school. So like I was smoking cigarettes in high school.
Okay.
And if I needed a cigarette, I knew I could go to Smitty's. I knew I could go to Smitty and I'd be like, Smitty, I need a cigarette. And we would go out back and we would smoke.
During school?
During school, I would go smoke with Mr. Smith, right? And then when we would get back in, he would paddle me for smoking at school.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So you knew it was a trade-off. If you really needed a cigarette that bad, he would give you one, but then he would punish you for smoking at school. He was allowed to
And
smoke.
he's out there with you doing it.
Right. Me and my dad, I got to tell him the story at home not too long ago, and Dad got to laughing, and he said, Smitty used to send him, like, during ag class to the store to buy him cigarettes.
No.
Yes, because back in the day, they didn't
Yeah.
care, So he would go buy Smitty cigarettes. I was like, that is hilarious that you would buy him cigarettes, and I was bumming off of him
Yes.
20 years later.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
And there's no cameras in the back of the school
No,
to
no.
bust Smitty
Yeah.
with the kids smoking out
Right,
back.
yeah.
So,
One
Is
of the
he-
best teachers ever.
and he
cared.
He's alive.
He's alive. One of the best men I've ever known.
Really?
Great man. And I'm sure some people would be like, he was smoking with the students. That was a good man. You know what I'm saying?
You had a relationship with him.
Yes. We need more teachers like that.
Oh, 100%.
Don't give my kids cigarettes.
Yeah, please.
But just the teachers that would meet you where you're at. I think that's important in today's society to meet people where they're at.
Sure. Well, unfortunately, when you look at what teachers are, many, not all, most are good. Just like police officers, most are
Yeah.
good. And you have a couple of bad
Crystal's
apples.
a school teacher.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my wife's a school teacher.
She is. What grade?
Well, so she teaches VPK, and she's got a master's degree in elementary education.
She teaches what?
VPK, which is like preschool.
Oh.
It's a Florida program that gets kids ready for
Okay.
school. The state pays for it, I guess, to get kids
Oh.
ready for, so she could teach. She could, honestly, with a master's, can't you teach college classes and stuff,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you definitely need a master's.
Yeah, but she's always taught either like third grade or kindergarten. She loves teaching the littles,
the
right?
babies.
And then when we moved to Florida, she got a job because it was hard to get a job as a teacher in the school system. just because it was real competitive. There was a lot of military spouses in and out, and so it's very political to get a job. You had to know people, and back then we didn't know anybody, right? And so she got a job working at where she works now, teaching VPK the littles, and she loves it. She's like, this is where I want to be at.
Wow.
And even before I started doing well online, I was like, I'd ask her, I'd be like, do you not want to go get like a job that would actually pay good?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
She's like, no, I like where I'm at. So
Really?
okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, what a concept when people actually love what they're doing. It's not just for a check, especially if it's not a big check.
Well, you know
Shows
what's
what she's
crazy to
doing.
me about what she does is there's always one or two kids every year that, she gets them at the first of the year and they don't speak a lick of English.
Oh, really?
Yeah. By the end of Crystal don't speak Spanish. By the end of it, them kids they figure it out. It's wild to me.
That's awesome.
It's insane.
Plus,
to me.
when they're doing it at that young age, like
Yeah.
that's the
well,
time
that's
to do
patience.
it. Well, she's a saint.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I've heard that a million times. Yeah,
I mean, yes. Where did you meet?
At church. We've known each other our whole lives. We met at Maud Church of Christ back in the woods. I was probably, a baby, and she was like 4 or 5 years old. When we. Now we hadn't been dating that long or anything, because she told me that she was like, that boy's annoying.
Really?
Yeah.
So, what's your first memory of her?
Probably youth group back in the day. Yeah, youth group.
So then you went through high school. Like, when did you actually start dating?
Oh no, she went to where I'm from is right on the line of Alabama and Mississippi, right? So she lived in Mississippi.
Oh.
Her whole life. I lived in Alabama my whole life. So it's like, you just kind of converge there at that church, and then everybody goes to their own little worlds, because the high school teams didn't play each other in school
different
or
state.
anything. Yeah, different state. So we connected. I was already in the military. My mom, kind of fixed us up.
She did?
Yeah.
So you remembered her from before.
I was deployed when my mom started working this. Was the mastermind behind all this, and I was deployed. So
Okay, and you were where?
Qatar,
Really?
Qatar, the pearl capital of the world.
Ooh,
Do you know that?
I did not.
Well, now you do.
Little known fact.
Now
Once
you
again.
do, yeah.
I hope you hooked your mom up.
I did. Yeah, I got mom and my grandmother. Pearls and Crystal. Crystal now has my grandma's pearls since she's passed
Oh,
away.
wow.
Yeah.
So mom started this,
Mm-hmm.
and how did it go down?
Just by letters, because this was like, I don't think the iPhone had been invented yet. No. Yeah, so it was pretty much, you still had landlines and stuff. We had cell phones, obviously, but you didn't have them overseas. Mm-hmm. You'd have to go, use your phone card, your prepaid
Exactly.
phone
Oh
card.
my
Yeah.
gosh.
Things
Yep.
have changed a lot.
A lot.
Man, you get to thinking back, and I was like, it seems like just yesterday, and maybe that's a sign of us getting old, but, we were still rolling around with those, Motorola phones and everything, and everybody wasn't locked into their phones
Exactly.
24/7.
Yeah, it was so nice.
But now you can't live without it. And
Yeah.
you're like, how in the world did we function without this?
And some people have two.
Yeah, I do have 2 phones, yeah. You know why? Because I'm stupid. I forget to charge phones.
No way. That's not why.
I do a lot on my phone. So when I get to using my phone, if I'm doing work, and phone goes dead, I can just pick the other one up and pick right up where I left off, because
Stop.
they're synced together.
It's different numbers.
Yeah, but
then you sync all the email and the text.
Well,
yes.
If you call one number, the other phone rings too.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, so I don't know what phone I'm calling. Everybody's like, "Is this your secret number?" And I'm like, "Hell no, I don't know what phone I'm holding right now."
Oh my gosh, that's actually perfect for you.
Yeah.
I thought
So
it was like
you
a
have-
bat phone.
No, you have one of my numbers. And then I called you the other night. I called you on Saturday night, and you was like, you just picked up the phone, and you was like, "Hello," and I'm like, I called from the number she don't have, and I was like, "Sage Steele," and you said, "Maybe." I was like, "Why would you even confirm that if you don't know who it is?"
I was like, depends who this is, I think. Yeah. But I recognized the area code.
Yeah.
And I was like, did I leave something
Oh,
at the
yeah, well, you was in
restaurant?
that area code
'Cause
at the time.
We were, and I had no idea. We're like 15 minutes from you exactly.
Yeah, that's wild.
So it's not your bat phone.
I think that's the
It's
longest
your-
phone call I've had in probably
We talked
years.
for over an hour.
Yeah, it was an hour and 6 minutes.
Yeah, it was. He's easy to talk to, though. I
Yeah.
mean, that's why I love you, though, because plus you can go anywhere. You can talk about anything. And then business-wise, we did. But wait, we'll get to that in a second.
But you had no clue who I was in Nashville, did you?
No.
Yeah, when I walked up.
No.
And I figured you didn't. I was like, she don't know who I am.
No, I knew who was going to be there, so I kind of looked, and so I did in that way. But
You stalked me on Facebook.
Facebook?
Yeah.
No.
Sage is like, I
See?
do not do that. I looked at your Instagram and your LinkedIn.
And you're like, no, the fact that you think, he's acknowledging that I'm a lot older by saying, yeah, she hangs out on Facebook. That's what you just did.
That's one of my biggest platforms.
That's what
I love Facebook.
I do too. It's actually the best one. That's where you get
Yeah.
paid the most if your clips are doing well, right?
Yep.
And I was like, wait, what? Really?
Which is wild,
It's amazing.
right?
It doesn't make
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
You're not getting paid from Instagram. And it's
Instagram
Meta.
pay-
It's all the same family.
Instagram is horrible when it
What
comes
is
to
that? I wonder.
I don't know, but it's like peanuts. It's kind of like TikTok. I mean, it does not pay good, but they're good funnels to funnel
True,
people
to
to
get
other
you elsewhere,
platforms,
yes.
You know.
No. See,
So if
we're
you
not
want to support your favorite creator, go follow them on Facebook and YouTube. I mean, it really does help out a ton. You know?
Your numbers, when did they really, really skyrocket?
Do you want the full story?
I do.
Yeah, because it's kind of a cool story. So I had a smaller account. It was like 600,000 followers, right? And
Smaller.
Right. Well,
You're talking on YouTube.
Huh?
You're talking on YouTube?
TikTok.
On TikTok, okay.
Yeah, I had no clue what TikTok was,
Mm-hmm.
and then pandemic happened, right? So and everybody pretty much kind of just logged into TikTok,
Mm-hmm.
and I was scrolling one day, and I still did not make videos. Like I was like I don't know what I'm doing, right? So I'm scrolling. I come across a video of a guy about my age telling a joke. Wasn't a good joke. Bad delivery. I could just tell by it. I was like, this is not a very well produced video, but the video was like stupid viral. And I looked, and he had tons of followers, and I'm like, I can do that. Hell, I can do it better. And then I did, right? I tried to do it better, and it took me about 2 years to figure it out, to figure everything out. And I got my account up to about 600,000, right?
Jeez.
And just by telling Crystal jokes, I'd be like, hey, Crystal, you want to hear a joke? And she'd be like, no, not really. I'd be like, yeah, I don't care. And then I would tell the joke, right? It was just recycled jokes that I had found on the internet somewhere. I wasn't writing jokes or anything. And so I did that, and I didn't realize what I was doing at the time, but I was figuring things out, right? I was figuring out the editing. I was figuring out the platforms. I was figuring out how things work, right? And, I had an idea laying in bed one night, scrolling, and I've said to this day, I don't know what the video was. And I think it might have been the girl asking, how do you throw a punch? And in my head, I was like, with your hand, And I was like, I should do this, So I got up and I went and shot the video. I was like, with your hand, listen, did you know that the typical cumulus cloud weighs over 1 million pounds, right? Mm-hmm. And posted it. Woke up the next morning and it was viral. And I was like, and I had heard another creator say, a few days prior, it's like when you do something that goes viral, try to figure out what made it go viral.
What was
and then
it?
recreate it. Do it over and over and over again, in a different manner, right? So I said, well, let's see if we got something here. Maybe it was just a one-off, and I started kind of watching content in that manner of like, how can I butt
watch
in?
it differently.
I want to interrupt, and give a fun fact. And I did. The next one went viral. Then the next one went viral, and I was like, I think I'm on to something
Oh
here.
my gosh.
And then about 3 or 4 days into it, I had gained about 100,000 followers
In
2
3
or
or 4
3
days.
Yeah. And my account got permanently banned. Gone.
TikTok.
Right? Yeah. I had a backup account that was like 3,000 followers, right? And I jumped on my backup account when I got off work. I changed out of my uniform at work because at that time nobody still knew I was in the military, right? And changed out of my uniform. I'm sitting in my driveway at home, and I get on Facebook Live on my backup account, right? Because I was like, maybe I can appeal to people to go, let's get that account back. I'm never going to be able to get those kind of numbers again.
Yeah.
And while I'm on live, somebody gets on there clowning me for losing my account. And there's like, just back to obscurity, type thing, just a troll, an internet troll. And it lit a fire under me that I've never had before. I was like, them. I got off live. I went inside and I started posting like a crazy person, right, with my format that I had come up with. And 30 days later, I had 3 million followers on that account.
What?
Mm-hmm.
That's insane.
That's how it happened. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Why did they ban you in the first place?
Once you accumulate so many, community guidelines violations, they ban you. And one thing about online is that, you don't have to agree with the video coming down, right? That's okay, right? But I look at it as like, if I would have walked in here today and you would have told me, hey, we don't wear shoes in this house, Now, I may wear shoes in my house. That's all right. But you don't wear shoes in your house. And if I want to stay in your house, I'm going to take my shoes off, if I want to be respectful to that area. So, even if I don't agree with the reason why some videos come down or whatever, if you want to stay there and you have to comply. You want to reach people there,
it's
meet
just that
people
it's
where
inconsistent,
they're at.
And that's what's so hard to figure out what the rules are.
It is,
because it's so subjective to that one person's opinion that day.
It is. You're not wrong, but to that fact is you can generally look and see what caused that video to come down. Even if I don't agree with it, even if I know it was a clear joke, and it wasn't quote unquote hate speech, or bullying, I won't make that joke. I'll tweak it. I won't make the joke in the same manner again, right? Just so I can, why do it again if I know what the result's going to be?
True.
It's stupid to do the same thing over and over again and expect a different result.
That's the definition of insanity, right?
It is, I mean, it's wild. So that's just kind of where I'm at with it. If I know that, and it's crazy because some of the apps, I can get away with certain punchlines.
Right.
Other apps I cannot.
So you've figured it out. You know what can work
in a
where.
sense. I still don't have a clue what I'm doing.
You kind of do.
I mean, that's all of us.
That's what you say humbly, and I love that about you. But when that man lit that fire under you, and you specifically went and did it in many different ways too, didn't you? Like, you knew that. See, how am I supposed to stay serious when he does that?
You got this. See, nobody would have ever known, Sage. You're a professional. Is this my water?
Yes, it's yours. You can have mine too if you want. Yeah.
Why do you have a glass of water and a Yeti too?
I never have a Yeti, but I remembered mine today, and I make really good coffee.
Is that yellow or orange?
It's yellow. What do you think?
It's
orange. A pretty
It's
yellow.
yellow with an orange tint.
Yeah, it's pretty, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
What do you put in
pretty.
your coffee?
I put honey.
Honey.
Yes.
That's your sweetener.
That's my
Do you
sweetener.
put cream in it?
I'll do half and half, and I'll put it in my little frother. And while it's frothing, you put a little cinnamon in it. Do not roll your eyes. It's half and half. It's just warmed up. Because then here's the thing: you have a nice scalding hot coffee, and then you put cold creamer in it. It's not scalding hot
it cools it
anymore.
down so you can drink it.
No, I like it. I like it to burn my tongue. Let's go.
Really?
And then honey is my sweetener. Yeah. And I made a really good cup today, and I was like, oh, I'm not throwing this away.
You like the pain.
Uh-oh. Come on out.
Is she out?
Come on out.
It comes out of hibernation.
Come here. So FYI, everybody.
What up, girl?
Hey, sorry.
How are you doing? Why are you apologizing?
Come here. Come sit down real quick.
She's like, nope, I am not getting on camera like this.
So we are taping this show at Quinn's condo in Nashville, and Quinn just woke up. How it is?
No, don't say the time.
Oh, okay. We're not gonna say the time.
We won't say that it's 10 o'clock. We will not tell anybody that it's 10 a.m.
I believe you've been working. You've been working in your bedroom this whole time, and I was like, you're gonna love my guest today.
She's
love,
been
love,
studying.
love.
How
By
you
the way,
doing?
wait
I
a
ain't
minute.
seen you in like 2 years.
You
3
met
years.
Justin at the Nashville NASCAR race.
Oh my God.
Back in the day, girl. Yeah.
By the
How
way,
you
I
been?
think you should borrow.
You at the game?
No, I wasn't there.
I
Her
think
husband was.
Yeah, you probably met my husband.
Okay.
I think Justin, you should borrow Quinn's sweatshirt.
No, Mom.
No, I'm not saying take it off. I'm saying look at his pants.
Yeah, we are.
This is special to me.
Why?
Because it's
Did you get it from a boy?
Does it involve a guy?
a gift.
A gift from a boy?
Quinn.
It's my ex-boyfriend's hoodie. I can't.
Her
Okay,
ex-boyfriend's hoodie. Do you want to offer Justin a cup of your great coffee?
Yeah.
with the half and half. Yeah,
Quinn,
Mom.
I would actually love one.
No,
Just,
I'll make you. If you had asked me, then
but it was the mom
It's because
asking,
I
right?
asked her.
Yeah.
But you know what? At my wedding 2 weeks ago, she stood up at the reception, and as the oldest of the combined 5 kids, she's the representative, I guess. Everybody else gave a speech at the rehearsal, and Quinn stood up there, and she actually said, and David, you were there, and you have proof that I'm her best friend.
Oh, that's
Which
special.
totally made me cry.
I think that's
So-
what every parent wants.
Oh,
you
it's
know,
my
I
dream.
want my kids to consider me their best friend.
Totally my
their best
dream.
friend that'll beat them if they don't do something right. You know.
100%.
Yeah.
And I actually, Quinn will tell you, I've never had to beat her, but I do threaten her a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, and I don't have to now. She's 23. She's phenomenal. But back
Yeah.
in the day, Quinn, isn't it true that like you were scared of me
yes.
and I was the mean one?
It's a healthy fear.
It is
you
a
know?
healthy fear. And you know what? She's going to be a better parent than I was.
Can
and
I tell you
try to
something funny?
Because she gets it. Like she has good manners. She can talk to adults. She's crushing it in her new job. Like all these things that were annoying when I would be like, let's practice your handshake, eye contact.
Oh, I've done that with my
Right?
Yeah, mine.
It's
I'm
so
like,
important.
Hey, it's got to be firm, and you got to look them in the eye when you do
I'm
it.
like, drop and give me 10. That was a weak ass
Yeah,
handshake.
yeah.
This is ridiculous. Yeah.
Well, you know, and being in the military, you know, I had gotten, you know, because I supervised people, right, after I became a non-commissioned officer. And I could just about, I almost with 100% accuracy could tell you if one of my troops grew up in a home with their father or without their father. I always knew. And, you know, and I would never say anything bad or anything to them about it, but I'd be like, hey, if there's anything that you need to know that you weren't taught, come holler at me in private and we'll talk about it, you know?
Wow.
And I have taught grown men how to shave, you know?
Wow.
They just never had been taught. They were just winging it, you know?
Wow. Isn't
Change
that
their
interesting?
oil.
What is it about them that stood out where you could tell that the dad wasn't in the home?
I can't put my finger on it.
Really?
I don't know. But I can just about tell you after I'm in a room with somebody for 5 minutes, a young man, no, not an older man, but a young man that's just, you know, spreading their wings. Yeah, I can just about tell you with almost 100% accuracy
So
if they had a
interesting.
father in home or not.
Wow. And as a leader, that's huge to be able to feel that. Like the,
Shout out to the single moms that are doing it on their own, though, right? You're doing the best job you can and keep doing what you're doing.
For
We
sure.
love you for it. But there is, you know, stuff that they miss by not having a father figure in the
For
home.
sure.
You know, I want to tell you something funny about the Nashville thing, right?
when we were at NASCAR.
Yeah, when we were at NASCAR, Nashville Super Speedway back in the day. I don't even remember who won that race, but we were all hanging out, you know, like me and you met.
Yeah.
You know, in the green room, right? And then we all got, you know, we were all ambassadors for the day, or race officials, honorary race officials,
Yes,
right?
I don't know what it meant, but it was fun.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I was like, do I get a sash? And they didn't give me a sash.
A sash,
Yeah, I
yes.
wanted a sash, but they didn't give me one. You know, we all got called up, and then we all go up to the president's suite. You know, we're all hanging out. You know, me and Gary are up there clowning around. I introduced you and Gary.
Yes.
Had y'all met before
Never.
then? Yeah, so I introduced. That's always my favorite thing is to introduce two influential people to each other. I love it.
I
love
don't know
it.
that I was influential.
Yeah.
I
But-
mean, and he's so recognizable.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Very recognized and a great dude.
He was
Phenomenal
very
guy.
kind.
I thought the guy that was with you was like your boyfriend or your fiance or husband or something. And then I never knew any different. We're at Texas Motor Speedway later that year, and I see that same nice-looking Armenian suited-up man with Emmett Smith. Me and Emmett sitting there talking. I see that guy, and I'm like, why is Sage's boyfriend here?
Oh.
And then it hits me. I'm like, that dude's security. That's security dude.
Do you
know who I'm talking about?
Yes. Do you know how many people thought that? And I've been friends with him for years, and he wasn't even
And
security.
he's a great guy.
He's a good guy, Joel Russo. He's a really good guy. He's the one.
And he calls me by name every time he sees me.
Does
It's like,
he
what up,
really?
Nunley? Yeah. Awesome guy.
He's the one. I met him years ago in Vegas when I was covering NBA, and he was there just as a fan, and he has a bunch of connections. And he's the one that was like, hey, would you be interested in doing, you know, the ambassador thing at a NASCAR race? I'm like, absolutely. And
Oh, so he was the reason you were there.
yeah, he connected me with Katie Busby, who runs Moxie Management, who is now one of my best friends, that we met at that race where I met you. I was talking, I remember I was very single at the time. And
I found it weird. I was like, why is she not introducing me to her man over here? You know, because
I didn't want anyone to think he was my man.
Well, we did.
I know.
Everybody did.
Because when he comes dressed like that.
Oh, he is a nice looking man.
He's a nice. Actually, it's funny. My kids at one point, my son at one point.
Is he Armenian? He
No,
looks
he's
like
just Italian.
Yeah,
He's just pure Italian.
He's a good looking man.
He is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he, my son, he was even like, Mom, I don't know why you've never dated him. Like, that's the most beautiful man I've ever seen. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
He's my buddy. He's my friend.
You'll have to overlay a picture on this so everybody knows who we're talking about.
No,
yeah.
It's so funny. But I remember, because I had a mini crush at the time on someone that was there.
Oh, really?
That was at the race, that I will say off camera. And he was next to me, and I'm thinking, crap, he thinks I'm with him. I am not. He's single. I'm single. Da, da, da. Ruined it all.
I'm going to figure this out in my head while we're talking.
No, I'm afraid I should.
No, I won't blurt it out on camera.
Yeah.
But I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I'll
Well,
figure
and
it out.
plus, Katie ended up trying to make that happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he saw him and he was like, yeah, I'm out. Like, no. And I was like, dang
really?
it. Yeah, it's so funny. But fast forward, because of that Nashville race, because Joe asked if I wanted to do it, introduced me to Katie. Katie and her team, amazing. Again, Moxie Management. She basically comes up with VIP packages, treatment for people like you, famous people like you, and curates it at these events. And that's what her job. Anyway, so we stayed friends. And last November, she's the one that was like, hey, I have to do this Tomahawk charity thing. I have some friends who run it, and my husband can't come. Will you be my plus one? And I was like, absolutely. I was supposed to speak somewhere else, and I never canceled anything, but I canceled that because I canceled it because I just come off the campaign trail and I was exhausted, and I knew I could reschedule it. It was not a paid thing. I was like, I can reschedule it. And I went to that event, and that is where I met Dave, my new husband.
That's awesome. Steve.
So, Steve, same thing. Yes. So if I had not gone to the NASCAR event, did you put something in it?
No.
Is there any honey?
No.
Yeah, there's honey. Yeah, no. We need to honey that up.
Do you mind?
Of course. No.
Yeah.
You want honey?
No, it's for him. So honey. Honey. Look at the frother.
He said, I'm not a barista.
Carissa on the left. Yeah. And then I think the honey is in the skinny cabinet to the right of the stove.
Skinny cat. Oh, that is.
Wait, yeah. David's like, well, what do you want me to do with this?
I would. You know
Yes.
what? If you'd, I would have drank it black. I've always said I like my coffee like my women, strong, black, and bitter.
My ex-husband used to say, I like my coffee like I like my women, hot and black.
Yeah.
I don't think he'd say that now.
No. Strong, black, and bitter.
But the bitter part, why do you think black women are bitter, Justin?
I don't. It's just a joke. Listen, we're not dissecting punchlines here. It's a joke in jest. I don't think all black women are bitter. I don't think black women are
Rewind.
Jesus, Sage.
Rewind. See, but I don't see, we were talking about something when you brought up the Nashville thing. You ruined it again.
I do. That's
Intentionally.
What I do. Yeah.
Oh, this is what it was.
Well, that's how my mind works. I'm. You don't have ADD.
Yes,
right?
I do.
Do you?
Terribly.
Really? So you jump around too, right?
It is a miracle that I did what I did in my career at ESPN
Do you take
and
Adderall or
elsewhere.
anything?
I don't take anything, and
No.
I should, but I'm afraid of it, so I don't
Oh,
take
my
anything. So
God.
it's
If
a
you-
daily. Literally, it's my biggest struggle in life, is focusing and finishing a task. And so the fact that I made it on national TV for all those years
That's wild.
is like a miracle. But anyway,
But you're probably about like me, like you love doing that, right?
Love
so
it,
when you
yeah.
love doing something, you can be so hyper focused. That's why I say we have weaponized autism, because you get hyper focused on it and you become very good at it.
Yes.
But you can become a master at anything. But when you get bored of it, you're like, move on to something else.
so what have you gotten bored at?
Oh, everything.
Well, not in this space. You haven't.
Well, no, not yet.
It's been a few years.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm kind of dipping into long form now.
You are with your
You know.
podcast.
Yeah.
But
I like sitting down and having conversation.
that's the key, and that's what it was on yours. I mean,
But which is weird because I don't like sitting down and having conversation. I'm an introvert.
But you're interested. in people.
I am.
That's what it is.
I like to hear you talk about yourself.
But we like to hear you talk about yourself too.
Yeah, there ain't nothing interesting here.
That's
you know
a
what I'm saying?
lie. That's
No,
not true. The fact that you have this intuition about you where you can feel people, like I noticed that when I met you, like you were as genuine. I was like, oh my goodness, and then following you ever since. The fact that
when I seen you standing over there, I knew for whatever reason, I knew you needed to pick me up or whatever, right? And what I said wasn't just to pick you up. Like I fully meant what I said.
No, I know. I was
that
still
day.
at ESPN, and
Yeah.
I was definitely in my yes.
You was in the thick of it.
I was in the thick of
Yeah,
it, exactly.
yeah.
And so the fact that you took the time, and that is a threat. Carissa says, "Do not spill it.
I'm gonna.
Do not." Okay, wait.
am I
Let's
supposed to
let's
drink
try
this?
this.
It's gonna be-
So we've got the foam, we've got the honey, we've got the cinnamon. I'm sorry, we watered it down because you couldn't handle that strong black bitter coffee.
I'm gonna look like Tom Selleck doing the Got Milk campaign
Yes,
back in the
all
day
over your
after
stash.
this. Let's go.
I hope he likes this. Isn't that amazing?
That's fire. Where do I get a frother at?
A what?
Where do I get a frother?
I'm going to order it for you.
On Amazon for you right
I'm going to order one on Amazon for you right now. That can be your biggest takeaway from this day is that I introduced you to frothers.
And that I wear 2 socks. That right there is
Correct.
going to be my new rap name. Oh, 2 socks.
You have a rap name?
No, I've got a Mexican nickname. All my Mexican friends call me Gringo Pendejo.
What?
I think
How
that
many
they-
Mexican friends do you have?
A bunch. Yeah. I'm
Gringo-
friends with everybody.
Gringo,
Gringo Pendejo. They told me that it means very wise man.
that's a lie. That is not, that is not true, actually.
Do you know what that means?
Wait, do you bite your nails?
Yeah.
Why?
Weaponized autism.
Quinn, did you hear that? He said he has weaponized. Describe to my daughter what weaponized autism is.
I have weaponized autism. Sometimes it's
I do too.
Yes. Did we just become best friends?
Yes, we did.
Sometimes it's weaponized against you. Sometimes it's weaponized against me. We don't know.
What? I don't understand it. This
It's just-
concept,
oh, yeah.
where it's like you're proud of it. Apparently,
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's part of me. Mm-hmm. You know.
have you been diagnosed with autism ever?
No. Well, I mean,
So you're full of it.
well, don't they classify ADHD as like a branch of autism? It's a spectrum. Ain't that what they say? It's a spectrum.
Rainbows.
Yeah. I'm not gay.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I've tested that. No, I haven't. Whoa. No. I haven't.
No way.
No. I like women. I mean that I've tested it by knowing that I like women. Yeah. No.
No.
We're editing that out.
He's gonna walk that back. Walk that back.
What I am into is BDSM.
What's BDSM?
BDSM is business development through social media.
You are so full of it. You are so full of it, and I can't. And you, yes, I'm gullible, and I'm like, oh, he's
Do you
serious.
know what BDSM really is, though?
Is it
Yup.
something sexual?
Yup.
Is it something sexual?
Yes, it's something sexual.
Yeah,
My
it's like
daughter.
it's
is
like 50
telling-
Shades of Grey. That's what 50 Shades of Grey is.
She's never seen that movie.
My daughter is blowing me up. Wait,
I'm not
wait.
teaching Sage Steele today what BDSM
No, but
is.
S&M.
Pretty much same thing.
So BD
But,
is.
I think that's like I don't know. Bondage is B is the bondage.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do
I
you-
don't know what the D is. I
do you-
got an idea.
Do you understand how innocent I am? Was.
That's a lie. You was in the sports world for how long?
Yeah, I saw things. I didn't do anything though. There's a difference. You know what I mean?
I'm not saying you did anything, but you have to have a good working knowledge of all the crazy shit that goes on.
Quinn, I'm trying to do a podcast. You're having a full-on conversation.
I'm digging
Oh.
Looking up what BDSM
Bondage.
stands for.
Bondage, discipline for domination, sadism, and masochism as a set type of sexual practice.
Quinn, don't Google that stuff.
She's been to college.
No, not that kind of college.
She went to Ole Miss, right?
No, she went to High Point. They don't do that at High
What's
Point.
High
They don't
Point?
it's in North Carolina. The other one's at Ole Miss.
It's still college,
God,
ain't it?
family, country.
That's the motto.
And she smiles with that.
That's for sure.
Oh, I've never.
She said, she looked at me and she said, God, family, country.
She looked directly at you with this smirk on her face. What did that play? High Point University, High Point, North Carolina, furniture capital of the world, $80,000 a year.
Furniture capital of the world?
High Point, North Carolina is. Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that where they make High Point firearms?
You had to make it about guns, didn't you?
No. But, I mean, guns exist.
Yes, I like guns, but
I do
I've never
too.
heard about High Point guns.
You carrying right now?
No, I need to
am.
though. But most black people, we need to, don't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean
it's
everybody should.
part of our.
Everybody should.
Yeah, everybody should.
No, the only thing
Not
stop-
everybody should.
The only thing stops a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun.
Exactly. So I was never. It's funny. My dad in the military, he never owned a gun though.
Really?
And yeah, never
Well,
did.
y'all live Baltimore, right?
No,
Was
not
that
with
wrong?
military. Yeah, I mean that was during my career. So
He never owned a gun?
never actually.
Did y'all
owned a
live
gun.
on base?
Yeah, many bases.
That's why, because he would have had to check his guns into the armory. Because like
Oh, really?
base housing has rules that you can't have firearms in the home.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think it kind of
We
cuts
lived-
down on like, yeah.
Okay, ready? I want to hear you. I mean, but you didn't have to. I mean, besides your deployment, you didn't live all over. You weren't stationed on a bunch of different bases.
No, out of my 20 years in the military, I spent 18 of them in Fort Walton Beach, Florida.
How'd you work that
There's
out?
two bases. There's one called Eglin Air Force
Eglin,
Base.
I've been there.
And then there's one called Hurlburt Field.
Yes.
You know, the Miami Heat did
Yes.
their training camp
Yes.
years and years ago
Oh
there
my
at Hurlburt.
gosh.
I think that was the first year that LeBron was with the Heat, wasn't it? And Dwayne Wade.
So that was 2010, 10, 11 that season.
I'm pretty sure that's when
Is that where they?
Yeah.
Just to get him out of Miami.
maybe
Focus.
maybe he tried to take us down to South Beach and they wound up in Fort Walton.
And look what
you know?
happened.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Wrong turn all the way north.
Yeah. But no, so how my military career went, how that happened, said it's very odd, right? I started out in Eglin Air Force Base.
Yeah.
They shut our wing down, which was 33rd Fighter Wing at the time.
Okay.
F-15s, right?
Yeah.
Fighter base. They shut it down because they was doing the restructuring, right? I forget what they called it, the realignment or
Right.
something, right? And
I mean, they were downsizing a little bit at that point, weren't they?
yeah. And so they shut it down. They had an assignment team come in. There was a dude in front of me at the assignment because I was senior airman at the time, and I was like one of the last ones in line because I was like the lowest ranking senior airman because I had just sewn on, right? Had it been a couple months earlier, I'd been highest ranking A1C and pick
Wow.
whatever base I want to go to. So he looks at me. We're both from Alabama. He's in front of me, and there's two bases left. Barksdale Air Force Base in Louisiana, and then Minot,
North Dakota.
North Dakota. Why not Minot, you know?
Lord.
So he looks at me, and he was like, Nunley, where you want to go? And I said, out of those two, I was like, man, I'd really like to go to Barksdale. That way I can still be close to family or whatever. And he jumped on the grenade. He said, I'll go to Minot.
No way.
Yeah, he went to Minot, gave me Barksdale, which was so cool. Go to Barksdale Air Force Base in Shreveport, Louisiana, right, Bossier City.
Jeez.
And if you ever get a chance to live in Shreveport, don't.
Do not do it.
Don't do it. We made some great friends there. We still have some great friends there. I did not enjoy living there at all. Well, it's just I'm that's a bigger city.
Yeah, it's
I'm
not
not
what
a
you're
big
used to.
city. Yeah, that's not how I grew up. I don't know anything about it, right? And probably about a year into that, I did BOP, base of preference. You know, you can do it one time in your first enlistment. I was still in my first enlistment, and I put down on my dream sheet, you know, that I wanted to go to Eglin, Hurlburt. You know, I put down several other bases, and then sure enough, it comes back Hurlburt Field, Florida.
Crazy.
Special operations, right?
Crazy.
So I go back to Hurlburt Field. I was only in Barksdale for like a year, right? So my first 4 to 5 years was spent in Eglin. Go to Barksdale for a year. Then I get orders back to Hurlburt. We go back to Hurlburt. Right, I'm there for several years. Right, I did a lot of cool jobs. I was stationed with SEAL Team 6 for like 9 months.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, working on a congressionally mandated experiment. You know, and when I was on that little TDY thing, I got a notification that I had orders to go to Korea.
Man.
And so I'm working with, you know, special ops doing things, right? In a support role. Don't get it twisted. I am not a frog man or anything like that, right? And so they turned the orders off, but I knew that when I came off of this little, TDY, that I'm going to Korea. I'm hot for it.
Yeah.
Right? Everybody has to go to Korea at some point.
Yeah, yeah.
So, Crystal was pregnant. Had Blake while I was on that TDY.
Is that hard?
No, I mean it's work. I mean
I know, but
Yeah, I mean it sucks.
firstborn
Yeah,
and-
I mean it sucks, but you just do what you do.
I mean, you have no choice, right?
Yeah, I mean you just got to do it. So I mean, whether it's hard or not, who gives a
when
shit?
did you end up meeting him?
I was there. They let me fly in for
They
the
did let
birth,
you fly
and
in.
I was there for like 2 days, and I flew back
And then
out.
right back.
Yeah. So when I got home after that, I got orders about 2 weeks later to go to Osan Air Force Base, Osan Air Base in Korea, right outside of Seoul, for a year. So that was a year, and loved living there. Loved it. I love the South Korean culture. It's a beautiful place. Really
Wow,
cool.
never been.
And they love baseball too. They love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Spend a year there, and you get to fill out a dream sheet again of where you want to go. And Eglin and Hurlburt wanted to stay in Fort Walton. Got Eglin. So I go back to Eglin, and I'm there for years and years and years. And then it got announced that they was doing away with the basic preference program, right? And I was like, at this point, I'm like 16 years in, right? And I'm like, I don't want to, and I know that I'm going to get one more assignment before it's over
20.
with. I know it's coming, right? So they're doing away with the basic preference assignment, and there's a drop dead date on when the last assignments will come out, right? So I jump on there and I fill it out. I'm like, we'll see what happens, right? And sure enough, the last day that it was offered, I got a notification that I had an assignment to Hurlburt Field. So that locked it in. I was going to be able to finish my career in Fort Walton Beach. So I just retired
So
not too long
lucky.
ago. 20 years in the military, and 18 of them were spent in Fort Walton Beach, Florida.
Absolutely incredible.
Yeah, and I love it. And my kids, so you was talking about that the other day on my podcast about being a military brat, and I got to think, you was talking about kids moving around and everything. My kids never had to do that. They've been
Yeah.
in the same school.
Which
Their entire life
is so foreign to
is
someone like
wild.
me when
Yeah.
we lived in, by the time I was 11, 4 different countries.
They're going to get called on
Different
it
high
one day because they were not military brats. You know what I'm
Nope.
saying?
Sorry, you don't get to use that one. Yeah.
I mean, they can claim it, but you can catch some heat over it.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's only been 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. Do you miss it? Like, how does it
Hell
feel right
no.
now?
No.
What do you mean?
No.
Okay, go.
No, I no.
Why?
I don't know why I joined the military. Don't know why I stayed in for as long as I did, but I did.
Have you thought to examine this over the last 20 years? That's a big deal. It was a big commitment, and you kept staying and kept staying.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I grew up in rural Alabama. So I mean, God and country.
Yeah.
So both my grandfathers served. One of my grandfathers served during peacetime. One of my grandfathers was a Korean War veteran, and I've had a couple uncles that were, great uncles that were, Vietnam veterans and stuff like that. But it pretty much skipped a whole generation.
Yeah.
So I was like,
you think it was expected? Is that why you did it?
No. I kind of ran out of options. I was bored, And I went in and talked to the Air Force recruiter and was like, man, I guess I'll do this, And I did.
And you were 18.
No, I was 21.
You were 21.
Yeah, I was really wanting to be a police officer.
Okay.
And,
So service of some kind.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
But what kept you in then?
I don't know.
A job, benefits.
Yeah.
Took care of the family.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
And serving, yeah.
Yeah.
So when you look back on those years, first of all, I'm still intrigued that as a leader, when you became an NCO, that you could, again, that intuition is what it sounds like, where you can be around someone and kind of read them a little bit.
I'm good at reading people.
Yeah. I feel like that's a gift. Is it a gift that you've always realized that you've had?
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you think it helped you in the military in particular?
I don't know if it really helped me in the military.
No.
I just kind of did whatever I was supposed to do,
Yeah, but then when you're a leader,
Yeah.
when you're the boss.
Yeah, in the military, nobody's ever really a leader.
True.
You
I
know,
mean, it's
everybody,
team,
you still
yeah.
have
I mean,
rules and
rank
regulations.
though is
Yeah,
what
yeah,
that's what
yeah.
I'm, you know, but with rank, etc. Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you? I mean, you were overseas. You were away from your family. You saw a lot, like compared to. But I'm just saying, just to be in those countries compared to, you know, that Southern boy.
Yeah,
like,
no, I really would love to carry Crystal and the boys to
go.
everything that I've gotten to see.
Yeah.
Right, because every time I'm somewhere by myself and I'm like, this is absolutely gorgeous. You know, I went on a mission trip to Ecuador. Probably 10 years ago or something, you know, and after, you know, we work at a children's camp there. And then after that, we go and there's a couple days of like rest and relaxation before you go back, you know, and we went to this one hot springs area up in the Andes Mountains, and it was the most gorgeous thing I've ever seen in my life. Right. And, you know, times like that, or, you know, I was in Alaska, you know, camping out on Gulkana Glacier. You know, we just drove up there, had no clue what we were doing. I had a Glock 10 millimeter with me, you know, in case of a bear. That ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying?
The bear would laugh at you.
Yeah. It's a wonder we didn't die, you know, just walking all over the place, you know, having fun. Nobody inside. I mean, we drove 2 hours off the grid. I think we were up in the Arctic Circle, you know, and no clue what we're doing. Right.
Yeah.
And just took some beef jerky and some water with us and just stayed the whole weekend.
Oh my gosh.
You know, but to go up there and see the Northern Lights and everything,
Right.
I'm just like, yeah, they, you know, I really want, you know, I really want all them to experience it too.
That kid.
And then Korea, going to watch a baseball game in Suwon, you know.
Crazy.
Korean baseball is phenomenal.
Do you think you felt that at that time, like that kid from Alabama, you know, who is then in these incredible places in the world that many people don't ever get to go see?
I kind of get more of that feeling now, like sitting here with you, honestly, you know, being who you are. You know, I've watched you on TV. It seems like my whole life. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I get more of those feelings like I'm not supposed to be here type thing.
I feel that.
Yeah.
When you said such kind words that day, I'm like, how does he? Do you know what I mean? Like that. But that's something that I know I'll never lose. It's the way I was raised, right? Humility, and I know you'll never lose that either, right? The fact that you can be present enough wherever we are to be like, okay, this is kind of cool. How did I get here?
Well, in today's day and age, it's kind of hard to be present in the moment. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
Because everybody's on the phone all the time. I mean, I'm guilty of it. You know,
too.
if I'm somewhere like last night, we were at Riley Green's bar, you know, and they was doing their Wednesday night thing, and the first 2 acts I completely missed because I'm back there in the back room trying to pump out some content and get it pushed out because I had been filming for like 9 hours yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
With different show, all your
Yeah. I mean, we was filming 4 podcast episodes a day for the past 3 days. When I leave here this afternoon, over the past 4-day span, I will have recorded 14 podcast episodes.
Oh my gosh! Hi, I need your booker.
Yeah. It's
You're looking at my booker.
It's Booker.
Sage. I didn't say it right. That's why no one wants to work with me. That's the reason.
No.
Booker.
But no, you're having problems. How in the hell are you having problems?
We'll talk about that later. It's not problems. It's just that I do it on my own, and so then I don't know contacts, and so I'll go into people's.
How do you not have
DMs.
contacts? You're Sage Steele.
Ew, that's not. No, it's a lot. Sometimes that's a bad thing. Sometimes people are like, oh no, she's crazy, or she's this, or they want to talk to me but they're afraid to. That happens a lot.
Yeah, I kind of went through that a little bit when you first asked me.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, it's, you know, and I'm sitting down, ain't I? You know what I'm saying? But no, I think it's, you know, just everybody's so damn concerned with everybody else's, you know, looking at things.
Yeah.
You know, no, I
They
believe
immediately stereotype you, and then you're this and you're that, and she's therefore evil, and you're racist, and it's
don't put me in a box. Don't put you in a
Right.
box. You know, there's so much more than just a couple opinions that you have or some views that you have. You know, there's so much more to it. We're all locked in this human experience together, and I will sit down with anybody. You know, I could care less. I will.
But
sit down
I
and
do
talk.
understand when people hesitate, even though if anyone watched one of my shows fully, like it's a conversation, and I'm not trying to get clickbait. I'm trying to learn about people, especially people who have some influence and have a platform. It's like there's so much more to them than just what you see in these clips. Like, what's the human side of all of us?
Right.
And if we all just sound so cheesy and preachy, but if we all just think of things that way and people that way, like, you might completely disagree, but if you haven't taken the time to understand their experience, which will explain their opinion, then, like, you're not even trying. So I might completely disagree with that person, but I'm going to respect them because their opinions are based on what they've been through.
I have plenty of friends that we strongly disagree on things on, but we, kind of the way that I do things, we all just clown on each other for them and move on.
I think men are better at that too, in general.
Yeah.
In general. I wanted to ask you this real quick though, because you're like, when you enlisted, what did your mom
That's
and dad?
not a segue, Sage.
That's terrible.
That was a horrible segue. If you're going to call me out for bad segues on mine, I'm calling you out.
Totally did.
You're supposed to be a professional, Sage Steele.
You have gotten me completely. You've totally messed with me this whole. I mean, when you were talking about vaginal mesh earlier, I was done. See, and then I got you. I wish that you had snorted that coffee and would have come out of your nose.
It almost came out my nose.
That would have been you talking about viral.
Yeah.
Watch this.
Yeah, just everything stained up. I'm gonna be in B&A later, just smelling like frothy coffee.
What does B&A stand for?
Broader Nashville area.
We're gonna go with that.
That's what it should
That's better
be.
than the Colonel or the General. The Colonel.
Dolly Parton, aren't they?
Are they? They should.
Sage, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I don't think Dolly Parton's tits are real.
Oh my God. Why? Why would you think that they're not real?
There's no way they stand up like that.
Did you see his hesitation? He's like,
how do I say this? How do I say this? Right
Yeah.
after I said tits, now I'm worried about what I'm going to say. Yeah, my
See,
bad.
that's the problem. You say it, and then you're like,
Yeah, you figured out how to get me to stammer. You asked me to elaborate, and I'm like, just take the joke for what it is, Sage Steele.
I just figured it out. That's the way to get back at him, because most of the jokes go over my head. I'm
reprogramming my brain right now that I will have 2 one-liners.
You better.
In a line.
You better.
Waiting on you.
I will hear something, or even if it's like a debate, a political conversation, and I'll be like, I know you're wrong, but I don't know why. Give me a minute.
I don't know how people...
And then I come back out of a commercial break and I'm like, by the way, this is what I meant to say. But they're like, no, your segment's over. Like, I'm really bad at that. I'm slow.
Sage, I don't think that I've had a lot of people be like, Nunley, you need to run for office. You got to run for office. And I'm like, yeah, I don't think so, because I would suck in debates.
I can't.
I don't think I would be good in debates.
I don't like it. I don't like because what happens is people's
the discourse.
Energy. Yeah, well, because people they take everything personally, and the energy. I mean, you can see them in their chair. You can see them watching that CNN show that Scotty Jenkins is. I mean, he's incredible. He's incredible. I know you know him.
I really don't.
Yeah, I know you do. I'm going to send you his clip as soon as we're done. I know you do. He's the only conservative on this panel every night, and it's 4, including the host, 4-on-1 every night. And they get angry, and they sit up tall, and it's this yelling and screaming. And so I could do that. I've been invited on that show, and I'm like, what that does to me, like, it actually would ruin my day and night, and because I wouldn't want to hurt someo's feelings.
Oh, I'm the same way. I'm like,
it's not worth it, and I don't want to be angry.
Like, I have thought about Dave for the past 2 days.
My husband?
Steve, because like
same
I did,
thing.
Steve.
Same
yes. No, I've thought about that for the past 2 days.
No.
You know what? No, that's just how my mind works, right? I called that man by the wrong name. You know, I didn't want him to think he was unimportant.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I'm saying? No. That's kind of where my mind goes. So
but this is the human in you. And this is the part that, because of your platform and because you're quick and you're funny, that people don't realize this part of it. You know what I mean? Like the human element. Yeah. So do you question a lot of things once you post it? Are you like, oh, okay, crap, maybe it went too far there, or even before you do it, do your bit? Like, are you questioning yourself constantly?
No, I don't question myself, but then I you know, if there's a punchline that I throw out there that may be borderline, right? I already know it's borderline. I'm not stupid, you know. But I'll look at the comments. I'll watch the comments for like 5 minutes, and just see how they're going.
Do you respond to? How often do you actually respond?
I really don't a whole lot, because
Yeah.
I mean.
Well, then it's like a full-time job. I mean,
Well, I don't respond to. I try not to respond to negative comments
Right.
at all, because I mean, if you feed the trolls, they will keep coming.
I know.
You know.
Every once in a while, though.
Yeah.
Once or twice a year. I did it the other day for something.
I mean, someone will
sometimes
hit
it's
you the wrong
fun,
way,
and
yeah.
it's fun to watch other people attack.
But the problem is with that is that one thing that I've learned, that if you let me ask you this. You're a business lady, right? You charge money for people to advertise on your platform, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you probably charge pretty good money. I charge decent money to advertise on my
I don't
platform.
charge it nearly as much as you, but
Right.
that's the goal someday.
Right.
Go ahead.
No, but you charge these companies that you want to work with this much money. Why in the hell would you give your platform to somebody that don't like you? That's why I don't respond. I don't do video responses to negative people.
Great perspective.
I'm not giving you my platform if you already hate me. I'm not giving you the attention.
True.
Because that's what most trolls want anyways,
They want the attention. Yeah, I
They
think-
want you to, well, no matter, they don't care what you say. They're sitting there behind a keyboard, and they don't, no profile picture,
You're
70%, it's been proven that 70% of all internet traffic is fake. Done
It's
by
fake.
bots.
Yeah,
there's a big chance when you get mad over a comment on Facebook or something. That is a
not
comment
even
farm.
real.
It ain't even real, girl.
You're right. I think now, 5 years ago or further back, I think before technology got to this point, and look, everything AI. But the other day, I do it maybe once or twice a year. It was someone that went next level. And it was my opinion about, I don't know, something Charlie Kirk related. And they said,
What a horrible thing to happen to him.
which is the absolute worst. And the fact that because you have empathy and sympathy and sadness over a person losing their life, especially in such an inhumane way, then you're a bad person. So when this person said, you know what, it sucks that your mother didn't abort you, and why don't you go back to snuggling with that cracker you just married. So
That's your cracker.
does it hurt? He's my
But that's your cracker. I like old Cracker Dave.
No, cracker.
Cracker Dave. I said Cracker Dave.
You said you said hard R.
Did I? Cracker. I would like to apologize for my earlier statement. I love Cracker Dave.
Not as much as me.
Yeah.
He's a cute cracker, Dave. Yes.
But who gives a shit?
No, but it doesn't bother me at all. It used to back in the day, and I am
You ain't
fine.
got to lie, though.
No.
You ain't got to lie.
No,
It don't bother you at all.
no, I mean, no, sometimes I look
You're
at
still
it.
thinking about it.
No, but because it was so next level, and what I do want is I want my kids and I want others, because people, you can get in your comments and you can see people are fighting with each other, and you just have to laugh. They're like,
Oh, yeah, the comment
they
section
go on,
takes
and
care
they're
of
like,
itself.
it is pure entertainment. But every once in a while, because of the level of it, when they say, well, you did, I'm like, guys, this is what's out here. That's why I did it. And I laugh because this dude, and ends up, he cancels his account, he deletes his account, and that's kind of funny when people freak out when they realize when you throw it back at them, they're like, oh gosh, delete. I only do it to make sure people see that what is still out there. And so yes, you've had so much success that has been done solely by you. That story you told earlier, incredible. And there's another side that comes with it. And it doesn't mean that it's going to stop us, but there is another side, and sometimes it's just fun to expose that.
Sometimes it's hard to ignore, And
when it's and sometimes now for security reasons, like we know that there are crazy people out there.
Hey,
and
I'll
so
tell you this right now:
do.
the locks on my door are for everybody else, not me.
Correct. And any ways,
Don't come to my house.
Any weapons that might be in my home, it's
might
to
be
make
hell. They
sure.
there.
Right.
We good.
So what? So when you say,
But I've had to do several videos of telling people don't come to my house.
Really?
Yeah, over the past several years, even before any of this.
Why did you
happened.
feel the need to do those videos?
People were showing up at my house?
What?
Yeah. There was a dude that was arrested a year and a half ago on 4 felony charges for internet stalking with me. And I don't talk about stuff like this online because I feel that it encourages it.
Sure.
Right? And I even hate making videos of don't come to my house because I feel like that's a challenge for some people.
Because then
right?
the crazy ones
yeah.
do.
Yeah. And, the majority of the people that watch those videos and they agree with you, they would never come to your house anyways.
Right.
Yeah.
They
Hell,
have a
I'm out
life.
in public enough. You
Yeah.
can see me, you know, come holler at me at Emerald Coast Harley Davidson. I'm a partner over there now. I'm there a good bit, you know. Come see me over there. Hell, come take advantage of our Fly Stay Ride program. We'll fly you in, put you in a hotel room, and sell you a bike. You know, come see us at Emerald Coast Harley Davidson. But, you know, I'm there. If you want to come see me, you know, we're there. But don't come to my house. You know,
So when people say, you know, gun control in general, there's still people who think that many Americans should not have access at all to guns. What you said earlier is what I believe as well. Well, and I'm going to screw it up, but basically, the good guys are the ones that need to have them to protect from the bad
only
guys.
thing that stops a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun, and that's throughout all of human history. I mean, that's irrefutable. Somebody can get mad about me saying it, but it doesn't take away that it's a fact. Anytime that there's a horrible event happening, a mass shooting, school shooting, anything, who shows up? Good guys with guns. You know, and there's so many guns out there, you'll never be able to get rid of all the guns
Never.
anyways. Right? So it's a moot point, right? So to say we should round all the guns up, it's never going to happen.
You know what cracks me up is the visual of that, because we're going to go downtown Chicago, south side of Chicago, or Memphis, Tennessee, or wherever it is, and all they're going to be like, guns are legal now. And all the bad guys are going to be like, okay, here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Like, the good guys, the law-abiding citizens are the ones that would turn them in, reluctantly, but turn them in. The bad guys are going to be like,
I don't think
now
so.
I got you. No, I don't.
I don't think so.
Now I agree with you. But in general, the good guys are the ones that follow the law, that get a licensed firearm, a license to carry, whatever it might be. Bad guys aren't going to be like, so sorry, you're right, here's my fill in the blank.
Right.
So, you know, I had a lot of arguments about this with people as well. It is not about the gun.
No.
It is truly mental health that we are seeing here. And irresponsibility by the adults in the room, so to speak.
The parents to teach their kids.
Correct.
I have guns laying around the house. I have a 15-year-old and a 12-year-old. They have been around guns their entire life, right? And I don't for a second believe that either one of them would ever do anything. There's a healthy respect of firearms there, right? And they both know that anytime you want to go to the range, I will load up the truck and we will go to the range, and I'll let you. You know, if you're curious, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I was raised. Now, we were raised in a different time. You know what I'm saying?
But your kids are today, and you're teaching them that.
Yeah, well, we're involved. You know, and I think that's a big piece of it too, is being involved with your kids. You know, I don't know. It's a tough situation because something needs to happen. I think we all agree with that. You know, especially with school. I am a parent. I do not want to. It scares the shit out of me, Sage. I do not want to take I hate taking my kids to school, because you never know if that's going to be the day that it happens at their school. We all agree that something needs to happen. We cannot agree on what needs to happen. And all we wind up doing, instead of figuring out a solution, is we sit and we bicker and we bitch at each other and never find a solution to the problem, and it pisses me the f*** off. Figure out how we fix the problem. How do we fix the problem? The only thing that stops a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun. Put more guns in there. Put armed guards in the schools. When's the last time you heard of somebody, robbing a pawn shop?
They know better.
They know better. Why? Because everybody has a gun on their
Correct.
hip. You'd be. It's a suicide mission. You're stupid for doing it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
They go to the most vulnerable places, which is schools, churches, when you're vulnerable, movie theaters, where they know that you're not allowed to have one, and that's where they go. And I agree. And my kids are in college now, so same thing.
Like in
scared to
Aurora,
death.
Colorado.
Yeah.
The guy walks in during the Batman movie and starts shooting the place up. If somebody on the front row would have had a concealed carry on them right then, the problem's over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So the solution, if you and I, or you're president, I'm vice president, what are we doing to quote unquote fix that problem? We are putting armed guards at schools?
No. I think we are. I don't know if that's the solution, Sage. What I'm saying,
I don't think it would hurt.
It wouldn't hurt. That may not be the solution. I'm not the smartest person to ever walk the face of the planet, right? But I do think that if both sides of the aisle, and I'm talking about the left and the right, if they would both come together and legitimately want to find a solution to something, they could.
So far, they have not. To me, I would do that until other things that we figure out, which goes back to mental health is what it is, and when we are not involved, and also the problem with the phones, and especially once COVID hit, when the majority of the country was shut down and not allowed to go to school, and all they had was their devices and technology, and then all they got was news from TikTok, and then you've got like what happened to Charlie Kirk. So the infiltration from social media and these many evil platforms and people behind them, I think is what has led to the increase in school shootings. And obviously some of the negativity and what's happening with trans and the ideologies behind that, and school counselors encouraging kids to quote unquote transition without telling their parents. Like, it's another level now. And so yes, protect our kids with armed guards, but then you've got to get these kids help. The problem is if their parents are supporting it, if the parents like, yes, here, you can become a girl, Johnny. Like, I don't know where to begin, but I know that we have to protect while we're trying to figure it out.
I agree.
I'm scared though.
But they need to figure it out, and that's a call to lawmakers, both left and right. Figure it the out. Stop fighting with each other. It's not a bipartisan issue. Figure it out. It's a problem that affects both the left side and the right side. Figure it out. And it pisses me off. It pisses me off I'm pissed off at the right side and the left side equally. Figure it out. We've been fighting over this for how long? Ever since Columbine? Come on now.
With Charlie Kirk,
but we're worried about banning TikTok. We're worried about banning TikTok.
Yeah, but
we've got a homeless veteran problem in this country. We've got an opioid problem in this country. We've got a
I agree.
a school shooting, gun violence problem in this country, and they're not doing, And now I'm not so stupid to think that you can't work on more than one problem at a time.
Sure.
But we've had these same problems in this country for a long time, and if they wanted to figure it out, they'd come together and figure it out.
I agree. I will say with TikTok, that is where so much of this information does come from. That's where so much of the one-sided news comes from TikTok. Like my kids, that's where they get their news. And then they'll send me articles and links. Like, well, Mom, what about this? And Trump this and this and this. And I'm like, okay, you're only getting one side when you're getting your news from TikTok. And so that's one of the problems. And then all the fascists, the terminology, the ugliness that was on the bullet of the alleged killer of Charlie Kirk, right? So that's why there's a part of me that understands. Like, there's no perfect solution that understands that that's one of the ways that our kids are being affected in the worst possible ways is through social media, is through those platforms, through TikTok, through people from other countries. They don't have our best interest.
No, they don't. The other countries don't have our best interest, but I do believe that, the most offensive voices should be the most protective voices, period. I don't care what message you're sending out there, right? Now, if it's hate speech, like we need to regulate.
But that's subjective, right?
That is very subjective. It's very subjective. But the most offensive voice should be the most protective voice, because if you don't protect the most offensive voice, then you don't have a First Amendment. Period,
I agree.
At all. So the reason why I say we're worried about shutting TikTok down, a lot of people, especially the younger crowd, they exercise their right to free speech on that app. And I don't know. Is it a First Amendment issue at that point? That's they're saying, well, it's a national security issue. Are you saying that under the guise of you can't control what's being said on there? Because
Well, but look how many of us were controlled in 2020, 2021, just talking about the vaccine. And so I got those notifications and suspensions, and hell, it happened publicly for me because of Disney and ESPN. Isn't that my right to free speech too, to have that opinion? But they shut me down literally and figuratively. So that's the problem, is it's subjective, and it depends on who's got the pen and who's making those decisions. I do think it's interesting, and this isn't, a black and white issue, but at the end of the day, if you're, I like this when I saw this, if you're not upset, if you're celebrating if you're celebrating the death, the murder, the assassination of Charlie Kirk, I don't know, you got to be okay then if you get suspended from your job, if there's repercussions for you publicly celebrating that too. So it does go both ways. You can say it, but you're going to be held accountable. And again, that was what my Disney thing was about, was First Amendment. And people are like, well, hey, dumbass, like, that you're not protected under the First Amendment because it's a private employer. And I'm like, no, you're absolutely right. I was not. My thing was funky is the state of Connecticut, where there's a statute in the state of Connecticut that you are actually allowed to criticize your employer as long as you're abiding by the rules and following all the rules. And I unfortunately took that COVID shot to keep my job. I'm still disgusted with myself. My point is, I could have an opinion about it, though. I complied, but I can have an opinion, and then they silenced me for that. It's not about me, but in general, my thing is consistency. That's what it was for me at ESPN. So you're going to crush me for having an opinion while complying, but then over here, these people can get on ESPN airwaves and say whatever the heck they want about George Floyd, about Donald Trump, about all these things, because it went along with your liberal narrative. And that's fine. But mine over here is not. That's all it was. Just be consistent. And so that's what on every platform, in every industry, let's just be consistent with it. And that's what we have not done, is we allowed people to get crushed for having opinions 4 or 5 years ago when we're forced to take a shot. But then now we're supposed to just let people say, die Charlie Kirk, die whatever. I'm glad he's dead. Which one is it?
Right.
And I don't know these answers.
Yeah, and I think that's important. That's very important, and that's why I have friends on every side of the aisle. Upside down and right side up. Because I am consistent, because I always try to treat people with respect, with their opinion. Like you've said, many a times, we may disagree on something, but I like to hear where you're coming from, and I want to know. Why do you believe that? And you can most of the time understand why somebody's coming from where they're coming from. Yeah. And you're like, no, I get it. I don't agree with it, but I get it. Yeah.
Like the human, and how do you treat each other? Like, it's actually not that hard.
Like, I don't, what I said a while ago, like with the guns and the school violence, I don't, in my mind, see how anybody could disagree with that. Somebody's going to get mad about me saying that. I don't know why. It's
to have schools protected with guns.
Yeah, it's a problem that needs to be fixed. And I firmly believe that the Second Amendment exists to protect the First Amendment, and I don't think you're ever going to get away with you're never going to get rid of the Second Amendment. Guns are here. They're going to be here, and I think that's one thing that keeps When's the last time we fought a war on American soil? That I think that's one reason why, is because, it's been famously said that, behind every blade of grass, there would be a gun. And that's why we've never really been invaded, by another country.
It's true.
So, yeah, I don't know.
Are you, I got to get you to the airport. I got to get you to B&A.
What time is it?
It's about that time.
Yeah.
Wait, look how cute she looks. You're all dressed up.
She got cleaned up.
She's got a job, a J-O-B.
Oh, let's go.
What'd you say?
Late.
No, you're not. You look so cute, baby.
Just tell me your battery died and you had to get jumped off.
What?
Yeah.
Jumped off?
Yeah. Or if you're ever late.
Oh, your car battery?
Yeah. Or if you're ever late, listen, you're a girl. What? If you're ever late for work, and it's just like, you're just like, totally, I screwed that up, right? You can always just be like, I had really bad diarrhea this morning, and they're never going to ask you another question about it. They're like, oh, okay, I get it. It happens.
Or as a woman, I could just say, blood through my pants or something.
Oh, Quinn.
Yeah. She said, or as a girl, I could just say, I bled through my pants.
Daughter, do you know that one time I got pulled over and I was speeding and I had a tampon in the side pocket of my driver's door?
One?
No,
and
you did not.
I pulled it out and I was like, I'm so sorry, officer. And he went, oh, you're good. You're good.
You got to go.
I totally used it. And I drove away and I was like, that's pretty good.
You scared a grown man police officer with a tiny tampon.
A woman would have been like, nice try. Yeah. No. And thank God.
You're going to be fine, girl.
Yeah.
Once it gets to that point, you just accept it.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I've always said that.
Quinn got a ticket about a week ago, right?
What were you doing?
I was going 15 over.
Oh.
It's actually right there on my door. I have to pay
to pay it. Do not forget.
I know, I haven't.
But then she called me yelling at me, respectfully, of course,
I got a ticket
and was
last
like,
year.
"Mom, my registration is expired."
The insurance.
Oh, insurance was expired. And I was like, "No, it's not." And you're like, "Well, he gave me a ticket because my card." And I was like, "You tell him." I'm like, "Don't, never mind. Never mind,
It
don't."
was Alabama.
See?
They don't mess around.
See?
Hey, Alabama State Troopers will get you. Florida Highway Patrol gets you too. Don't go speeding in Georgia. Georgia Highway Patrol.
They do not mess around.
They don't
Sorry,
fuck.
I
Hey,
don't trust
they don't
myself.
fuck around. They
I
don't
know,
mess around.
we're gonna wrap it up. Why don't you sit down real quick? You can sit. You
Come
look
on. You're all put together. You're not gonna make her put socks on, huh?
No.
What kind of socks do you have on? Oh, okay. Got the
She
heels.
she probably needs a pedicure, or they still look good from the wedding.
I don't know. Work kind of messed him up this week.
Somebody's gonna
It's not-
screenshot that.
Yeah, let's not let them
Blur
zoom
the
in on
feed.
that.
Free, guys.
How do you know about that?
She's been to college.
I've never sold feet pics, Mom. I haven't
Quinn,
done any.
Have you thought
But I know
about it?
people that have.
Have you thought about it?
One time I did when I was really broke.
Quinn!
But I didn't.
What do you
You
mean?
had to pay to sign up to get paid. And I was like, I'm not paying.
That's capitalism, sister.
I'm not gonna pay to get paid. So I never had it. It was in the spring.
When?
Senior spring, I had no money.
Senior year?
Yeah, I had no money.
Yeah, see, that's why you shouldn't have ignored that last text message. Your other daughter was asking for haircut
Evan
money.
asked me for
she
haircut money
ignored the
today.
message. Now Evan's going to be going and selling feet pics later today.
No, I've had to talk her out of it.
Feet pics? If I find out,
Do
good
it,
luck.
Evan.
Good luck. Tell her she can pay for her own college. That's what will happen.
If she makes
Get a
enough
loan.
money selling feet pics, she might.
Wait. See, this is
know what?
classic from somebody with no daughters. That's what this is.
I
I have sons.
Yeah, I don't understand. Here's the thing: everybody got feet. I don't understand. How do people? Do you have a foot fetish?
No.
I don't understand why I got to ask this. I asked you the other day, didn't I? On the podcast, didn't I?
Yes,
Yeah, I did.
you did.
Yeah, it's my favorite go-to question. I don't know why. I don't have a foot fetish either.
Give Quinn a couple of your go-to questions. Talk about putting him on the
A couple
spot.
of my go-to questions.
By the way, I love that you have a cross on.
My rosary.
She wears a rosary. Look how beautiful.
Are y'all
I don't know how
Catholic?
to pray it though. I
Yeah.
don't know how to pray about the mysteries. I was doing some research.
How many beads are on a rosary?
I don't know.
Do you know?
It's 10 Hail Marys.
No. Do you know how many beads are on a
So I was
rosary?
in Helmer, and I don't know. Do you know?
I don't know. I should, especially being raised in the Catholic
I think
Church.
is it 106? Does that sound right?
Sounds high.
It's the same number of beads on a rosary as it is stitches in a baseball.
Oh.
Now you know.
There's no way that's true.
Can you fact check that for me? How many? Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's wrong.
So yeah, just tell him he's wrong. Totally off. So, okay. So we learned that. Well, all he cares about is baseball, really. He's pretending to know how many beats are on the
And
rosary.
football.
And football.
Well, I'm not Catholic. I went to a Catholic funeral one time. Won't do that again.
Why?
That took too long. Sage, I love you, but if you die in this Catholic funeral, I'll send flowers. No, I'm joking.
He's not joking. He's actually serious.
No,
Yes.
I'd show up. I did. I went to a Catholic funeral one time. I had no clue what was going on. This was before we had like iPhones where I keep myself busy. You know, I was just sitting there not doing nothing, and my poor mind,
That's when.
was just I was all over the place. Yeah,
Do you know that? Oh, go ahead.
There's a technicality
but I am right.
on there are 108 double stitches on a baseball, and there's 108 beads. The double stitches equate to 216 individual.
Yeah, but they're
we double it up.
no, but it's double stitched. There's double stitched.
No, I'm with you on that. That's
You
fair.
just did
The
that.
fact that he pulled that number out of nowhere.
How did you just do that?
I respect
Weaponized autism,
Give
Sage.
me a couple more random thoughts before we go, because that's, I mean, honestly, the fact that you went up to 3 million followers in 30 days by doing that,
Yeah.
did you know?
Did you know that George Washington used to grow cannabis on his Mount Vernon estate?
I didn't know that.
Now you do.
Pothead.
Yeah. I don't think he was. Never mind.
You sure?
I knew where the line was.
We're gonna try.
Yeah, we're just gonna pull that back. I've always been pretty good at putting my toes on the line, but never really jumping over it.
You're very, very good at it. That's why those videos are quick.
Am I
That's why they're
good at
not
that?
long form. Now these got a long form podcast. White trash.
Not canceled yet.
Well, no, we've got good editors.
Very good editors. Yes.
You set me down for this long, like Nunley gonna say some dumb shit.
No, but you haven't said anything dumb.
Have I not?
No. Do you think you have?
How do you think this episode has went? like all jokes aside, Sage Steele don't lie. How do you think this has went compared to your others?
SSDL. Oh, this is nothing like any show I've ever done. And I've sat down with a couple comedians.
Yeah, who?
Howie Mandel. That was difficult. It was hysterical. So much fun. That was difficult. You talk about all over the place.
Who?
Oh my goodness. Who?
No, I didn't hear what you said. Howie Mandel. Yeah.
He's like, never heard of him.
No, I
Howie Mandel.
have.
I'm kidding.
Did I tell you the other day that they prescribed me hearing aids?
What?
Yeah, I've got in the past like 2 months, like my body's falling apart, Sage. I've got hearing aids now. I don't wear them because I don't want people of your age to look at me and be like, man, he's old, I've got so they gave me hearing aids. I can't hear for shit.
Because of military?
Probably.
Is there another reason that you'd like to share?
No, that's what it's equated to on my VA. So yes, it's all
Okay, the
military
VA.
related. No.
100% disability. Yes.
Yeah, and I've never wore glasses in my life, and
They
then I
look
sat
good
down
on
on this.
you.
So thank you. I
I like
appreciate
them.
that. Thank you.
He took them off because of the glare. And so Howie Mandel.
The glasses, but the glasses, like my eyes hurt. I think I, what y'all call it, chronically online. I'm always looking at a screen.
Yeah, but that doesn't chronically online doesn't apply to your eyesight. It just means to,
If you're online too
No,
much.
yeah, it does
no,
mess.
My eyes
when
hurt.
People say, "Oh, you're so chronically online."
Yeah, go touch some grass.
Yes.
Yeah, go touch some grass.
Go ground yourself.
Or sometimes I'll see a recreation of a video and the hours that you would have to spend on the internet to understand it, and I'm like, I'm so disappointed that I understand exactly what this person is doing right now.
You do.
And that's chronically online.
Right.
Justin, look at her hands. She has.
I did notice.
She
the
always
jewelry.
has on at least 16 rings, and then look at her. Oh, you're gonna count them. It's constant, and she has an addiction to ear piercings.
14 on each side.
I did notice it, girl. The MRI machine is your arch nemesis right now.
I really hope I don't have to get an MRI.
Do you know that when?
Why do you do piercings? Because you like.
I
don't want this to be taken the wrong way.
Oh, great.
But
I don't. It's not about pain. It's
No.
not about pain.
do you have tattoos?
I do.
Oh.
Yeah.
Swear to God.
9. I have 9 tattoos, but these were
I can't believe you would go get tattoos. That is horrible.
I know.
That goes against God's law. You're marking the temple up.
Hey, but I have 2 tattoos that have to do with Jesus,
Yeah.
and so he literally can't be mad at me.
Yeah,
about
we're not
that.
desecrating. We're decorating, baby.
Yes. Yes.
Do you know that this chick, when you were 16, when she got her first tattoo?
No. Oh, it was a stick and poke.
What? No, but she's like, no, it's temporary. It was right here on her hip.
No, it's not a branding.
It's
it was
a
a
brand-
stick and poke, with the needle and the India ink.
I have a
Okay,
stick
when you
and
say
poke.
stick and poke, I'm thinking
No.
branding.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Like the black fraternities.
Oh,
No,
really?
like what they do to
They
cattle.
brand, which is what they do at black fraternities.
Really?
Branding, literally. Kappa Alpha Psi, I used to witness it when I was at my college, where it's a brand, like some of these Omega
Did you go to
Psi Phi.
HBCU? HBU?
Oh, I've
Is it
heard about
HBU?
HB. I've heard about that place.
The brand.
What did you say?
The college.
It's not a college. HBCU.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them.
HBCU.
there's
She
a
goes, I've
bunch
heard
of
about that.
Yeah, I mean, you got Grambling, you got FAMU.
It's called Historically Black Colleges and Universities.
Oh, that's what. Okay.
She's like, I've been there.
No.
There's a lot of them. And you,
You thought I was talking about Harding University or something?
can
Nope.
we edit that out? No,
I've
but
said
see,
some
you know,
stupid shit. You're staying. If mine's staying, yours is
and
staying.
you know what?
Someone's gonna call me racist.
No,
for that.
racist.
Why?
And guess what? This is proof that I'm a sellout.
You're
who
one
married a
quarter
white guy.
black.
That's
You're
what this
one
is going to be.
quarter black. You're
See?
good.
She's a quarter dark. That's why I used
Yeah.
to tell her. Like the chicken at Boston Market, she's a quarter dark. Okay. She said it's temporary tattoo, Mom. And I was like, oh, okay.
Is it still
so
there?
So 3 months later, I came
That shit
back.
ain't temporary.
It's
It's like my hair dye, my beard dye back in the day. That shit ain't temporary.
It's not temporary, but the problem is it's an awful tattoo. That one and the one on her ankle are awful.
Well, okay, it's also, I
can
used to
always-
believe in the zodiac stuff, and now I have like a Gemini tattoo on my hip, and I don't believe in that anymore because that's messing
So I'm working with a company right now, and I'll put you in contact with them. I'd love to put y'all in contact with. It's called Removery, and they actually have an office here in Nashville.
Really?
Yeah, and they do.
Fine.
They do
Quinn and
really
I'll do a
good.
video.
And you could actually
I'd be
go.
like, show them the crap on your
I'm
body.
getting some tattoos like removed.
Are you?
Yeah, well, I'm making
They're
space.
beautiful.
Not that. I'm making space for more.
Where are you removing it from?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Okay, I need to know your projects because there's a lot right now.
I do,
Your podcast, give us the list so people can go.
Quick rundown.
Yes.
How far are we? What time is it?
It's about that time.
12:20.
We got to go.
15 minutes away.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're good. But I want everybody to
Yeah.
know all the places to find you.
Yeah, Waste Energy Drinks. So we give 10% back to military
what's on
veterans
your-
and first responders. It is. It's about the cleanest energy drink that you can find. It really is, and it tastes great. Did you try one the other day?
You didn't offer.
Did I? Are you serious?
You offered me nothing.
I'm going to send you some.
These Southern gentlemen.
I'm
Where are
gonna
you from, Southern?
Alabama.
I love Alabama.
Roll Tide.
Yeah.
Let's go, girl. Come on with it. Yeah.
Hotty toddy.
Yeah. I own. I'm part owner of a sunglass company, Redfin Polarized. Right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I'll send you some.
So
too.
sunglasses, energy drink,
Yep. Emerald Coast Harley Davidson.
Harley Davidson.
Yeah. Big Gus tractor and equipment. Yeah. And I'm fixing to be an actor and producer on a television series.
Actor and producer.
Yeah.
Are you allowed to say what this series is?
I think so. It's called The Servant.
Oh.
It's going to be with Eric Estrada
No way.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
from Chips?
from Chips.
Oh
Yeah,
my gosh,
yeah.
so you know how old I am
Oh,
if I
yeah,
know.
yeah,
We
yeah.
all, my
And-
mom and I were in love with Eric Estrada.
Oh yeah, he's still a very
he
nice
still
looking
handsome?
man. Yeah,
Yes.
he's still a good looking man. Yeah, and I've never done any acting, so it's going to be interesting. You know.
Oh, you're going to crush this.
I don't know. I may not.
That is so exciting.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Yeah, but if I
And-
like it, you know how we work. If I like doing it, I will become a master at it.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
You need some diversity on that.
Yeah.
You need to bring us in.
Bet I got you. Well, I think the premise behind the show is like dealing with like military and PTSD, and then reaching out to the deaf community. I think there's a couple deaf actors that's going to be on the show.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So
So actor, producer, company owner, all kinds of companies, and your podcast.
yeah, white trash with money.
It was such an honor to be on that the other day. Don't know how I tie into that. White trash, money, not me.
She fits the description.
See, all my haters. It's like, I told you.
If I mention a NASCAR race, girl, we know
Who's there?
You know what I'm saying?
Who's there, front and center? That is where it's full circle NASCAR
Yeah.
at Nashville. Will you
Well,
be
and
there?
your first sports interview, right? Was Dale Earnhardt Sr.
People don't
Yeah.
realize my heart is with NASCAR. And now, I mean, the science behind it. I think people, who are gearheads, fine, but people will never fully appreciate the brilliance behind that sport and those teams.
I know that you're going to try to end this show. I know.
Land
that's
the
how
plane.
this
No,
goes.
I gave up on trying to land anything with you today.
Mission accomplished. I've got a question for you,
Yes, sir.
and we can just cut it after I ask and
Okay.
just let you mull on it or whatever.
Oh, no.
But
Is this
with-
the end?
With your skill, I know who. Why am I in the driver's seat right now? What am I doing?
I've
This is your show,
completely
Sage.
let go of
Yeah.
control. Not let go. I lost
Yeah,
control.
yeah, we both. With your skill set, right, and what you've done your entire adult life, how in the hell are you not working news?
News?
Yeah,
Like talking news and politics and depressing stuff?
Newsmax or Fox News or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, why have you not landed a role like that? It's kind of weird.
I've never been offered, to be honest with you, which is, never seen. I've been gone from ESPN for 2 years, just over 2 years. Never been offered. I'm asked to come on all the time, and I say yes, and I enjoy it. I've enjoyed being the one being asked questions instead of always asking for important topics, a lot more important stuff than I've ever talked about. I'm honored that a couple people think my opinion matters for whatever reason. But I also, I mean, I would listen to any offer, but I also kind of love having control of my life fully for the first time ever, where I can say yes or no to whatever. I can text you and say, would you come on my podcast? And, you know, like before I had to ask permission to breathe. I can get on a plane and go to Charlie Kirk's memorial service, which I'm about to do. I can go move my son or daughter out of their dorm in college. I can be with my dad during his treatments, his cancer treatments. And like, I can do what I want. Am I making the money that I made back in the day? No. Do I think I will at some point? I do. I don't know.
You happy?
I'm so happy, and I'm so proud that I'm doing it my way, and I'm no longer afraid to be disliked, actually, which is one of the keys. And I'm trying to do it for other people too. Show my kids, like, you can create stuff on your own, and it's going to be really hard because I've always been on air and a producer and not a creator, not a businesswoman for sure. I'm terrible at that. I'm learning, right?
No, you're not terrible at it.
No, I'm that behind the scenes stuff scares me, and I'm learning, and I'm a slow learner. But like, to be able to provide it for other people, I have a small team that I'm trying to do it for them too. But it's freedom, and I didn't know that this existed. I can't imagine going back. I don't care how lucrative it is. It'd have to be really lucrative. But to go back to Monday through Friday, where you have to be on the air at a certain time every day and talk about things that you don't want to and ask questions that you don't think are right or journalistically sound, I don't think I could do that again, you know?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be allowed to do this.
Yeah.
So it's a blessing.
I love it.
I've learned from people like you, because your story, and I'll make sure Quinn watches. My kids don't watch my content. They'll watch your show. But look, she doesn't care what I do. She doesn't care. She does not care. But your story on how you were like, screw that guy.
Yeah.
Who was like, yeah, now you're no longer relevant, back to where you were. And you were like, I'm going to show you and everybody else. And how you created this is like, it's the American dream. While you're serving our country, while you're in the military.
And nobody knew for the first 2 years.
It's crazy what you've done.
Yeah, 2 or 3 years.
Like, I have so much respect.
Yeah,
It is
thank you.
crazy.
That means a lot.
But the fact that you do it with kindness,
we try to help
integrity.
as many people as we can. That has always been one of my biggest goals, is try to help people in need. And just earlier this year, we raised $70,000 on a motorcycle ride to put amputees back on motorcycles.
Wow.
Yeah. We raised over $100,000 in 24 hours.
That's incredible.
To get a woman lungs.
What?
She just got her lung transplant. My video was played in the transplant, the Florida Transplant Review Board or whatever, to put people on the list. My video was played the day after I posted it. They had the money, they had the means, and she got lungs last week.
No way.
Yes.
So look what you're doing. You're combining all the things that you love.
Yeah, and that's one thing that I have never.
To help people.
When somebody needs help, I don't look and see which way they voted. People
Exactly.
need help.
It's
Let's
about
just help them.
people.
Yeah.
That's when you say we need to fix things and find solutions. That's what it is. It's the human part first, not who you voted for, who you're married to, what you look like, skin color, any of it.
Yeah.
Thank you for reconsidering.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
But I know why some people say no, and I appreciate the reason.
Yeah.
And so I thank you for reconsidering and for sitting down with me and having me on yours. I have not ever had more fun on a podcast than with you.
Well,
and
thank
Matt.
you. And if you're in the same situation as me, and if Sage just asks you, and you're thinking about it or whatever, quit being a bitch and come on. That's where we end, right?
Mic drop. We're done.
There it goes.
It's the Sage Steele Show. It's the Sage Steele